Welcome to RNS Podcast. I'm Dylan.
And I'm Evan.
And guess what, Evan? Another year has come to an end.
Yeah, we're in 2022 now.
My God, 2022.
I mean, I'll bleep it out. I'm like, we're 10 seconds in. We're not supposed to curse yet.
Oh, what did you say?
I said a bad word.
I wasn't even registering it.
Exactly, but it's okay. We'll bleep it out.
Oh. Anyways, it's just crazy to me I didn't register it at all. But yeah, so I thought this episode we would talk about our favorite movies and some other stuff from 2021 and talk about what we're excited for 2022.
A good way to start the year.
Like an epic plan?
Just a little chill episode for you guys. Okay, a little chill
episode.
Just a kickback
kind of chill episode, like dim the lights.
Yes, it sounds good. But before that, it is late. But Merry Christmas to all of you RNS
Yeah,
listeners.
we did take a week off.
All you RNS listeners, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
We needed some well-deserved rest, but Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. And I just know that RNS is a pretty heady podcast, you know. It takes a lot of time to process and examine. So I knew during the holiday season our viewers might not have the time.
Especially after all the Spider-Man episodes. Your brain is just on overload.
No, I genuinely, all jokes aside, I did need fucking a break after all the Spider-Man stuff.
Yeah, we were talking about this. We're probably not going to talk about Spider-Man for like a good while.
Yeah.
Before we talk about Spider-Man again.
If we do an episode where it's like a news roundup thing or something like that, we might talk about Spider-Man. But
we're probably going to mention Morbius next week or whenever it comes out.
Yeah.
We'll probably mention it briefly.
But don't expect a Spider-Man episode anytime soon.
Yeah. Which
I'm sure none of you wanted.
No, they all wanted it.
They want Audition
Those are our most
too.
detailed. Well, I mean, we got some coming out. We got some. Oh, well, we can talk about now because it's kind of recent.
Well, it's kind of like that also has to do with like a 2021 recap. Like, what are our stats?
Yeah.
So we got 33 subscribers.
I'll take it.
That's thank you to each and every one of you. I think some of you are people that I don't like though, but that's okay.
The people you don't like.
Yeah.
Damn.
Not you, listener, but someone else.
Who?
I don't know.
Okay.
I think there's some various characters that are what are they called? They're bad actors.
Oh, really?
Some bad actors.
I don't know who you're talking about. We can talk about that off the record.
But that's funny. Sorry. But yeah, so our audition episode for some reason popped off.
It did. It did.
At least for us. Yeah. 600. Yeah. I think it's at right now.
That's pretty good for us. Yeah.
It's like
I'm happy with that.
Creepy, because for me, like,
and I'm happy it was a good movie, like a good ass movie. It wasn't like talking about like fucking Shang-Chi or some shit. You know what I mean? Right, like we talked about a good movie and it popped off. So that's happy. That's makes me happy. Yeah.
Let me see. Oh, we're at 700.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
707.
It's really weird. Yeah, that episode kind of popped off for us. It's strange.
I'm gonna have to I did briefly look at like the analytics and stuff and try and take a look at like where we got the views from and what tags were like useful. So hopefully I'll be able to take a look at that and be able to use that information.
But like you kind of mentioned this, but I agree with you. The thing I kind of think why it popped off is like, well, there's obviously already so much Spider-Man content, so we're not going to do like crazy views on that. It's like for something like this, and the movie's like a cult classic, so kind of popular, but also there's not that much content on it on YouTube. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So for that reason, it's like, oh, we found a little niche.
Yeah.
Where it's like, yeah.
And I want to do, and it's not even just because of the views. And like I say that like, oh, the fame went to my head.
Yeah.
Like 600 views. I'm not just saying this so we can like keep building views or whatever. Mm-hmm. I really genuinely like Battle Royale and Audition were two of my favorites because I really like the idea of using this as an opportunity for like us to show each other movies.
Yeah, I agree.
I really like that aspect. My favorite episodes are the ones where it's like one of us hasn't seen it.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Like the Trick or Treat episode, for whatever reason, I don't know why it kind of flopped, but I like that episode a lot too.
Me too.
Yeah, because that was one I had seen for the first time.
Yeah, so that kind of thing, I really enjoy that.
I agree. So yeah, look forward to more fucking weird Japanese movies, maybe. We'll see.
That would be awesome.
Before we talk about other 2021 movies, though, that we saw, recapping 2021, do you want to talk, is there anything notable you got for Christmas that you would want to talk about here?
Cool Christmas.
Yeah.
I got like a novelty whiskey glass that like can hold It can hold a cigar on top of it. I really enjoy smoking a cigar and drinking some whiskey. My aunt gave me that, so that's awesome.
I meant nerd-related stuff, but, you can tell that, too. That's pretty epic, honestly.
Nerd stuff?
No, that's good because you sip some whiskey, smoke a black, and
listen.
And listen to JRE.
JRE.
My favorite nerd.
That actually sounds like that glass seems like something he would have been sponsored by like 10 years ago though. Like 10 years ago.
You're not wrong. Yeah. He probably likes whiskey, right?
Yeah, he does.
He seems like a whiskey
he likes
guy.
Alcohol.
Yeah.
He likes alcohol in general. God, I love Joe Rogan.
Joe Rogan, invite us on your podcast.
But I have a history, so I don't think I've talked about this on the podcast before. I have a history with Mario plushes.
I thought you were about to say a history with Joe Rogan.
No, I do have a history with Joe Rogan. But no, I have a history with Mario plushes, and I quite like Mario and Mario plushes and various things such as that. And you gave me a nice Kamek Magic Koopa plush.
I did.
He's my favorite. He's probably the one I missed out on when I was a kid the most because he's my favorite Mario enemy.
When I saw that damn Kamek, I was like, I have to get Dylan this. I was at Target and I saw it there and I was like, yeah, I had to get it for him.
So yeah, that's really epic. And also you got me the of course the Young Link amiibo.
Pretty fresh.
Also very
pretty
fresh.
I like that one a lot.
All the anniversary links are pretty cool.
They are.
That one's like, of course I got the Majora's Mask poster and everything. I love Majora's Mask. And
the only thing is like we talked about this. Why is he holding the damn Goron mask?
Yeah, he should
that bothers me. He should have the Deku mask.
I think the Deku mask would be perfect.
Yeah.
But any of the
it's just weird. It's like what if he had the I can't remember their names right. Was it the
Zora?
Yeah, the Zora. Like, what if he had a Zora mask? Like, that would be strange. You know what I mean?
There's a Zora and I think what's the other one?
Bird. No. You don't get the bird. I can't remember. It's been a year since I played Majora's Mask. You get the Deku, the Goron.
Because you get the Deku mask as like the tutorial.
Yeah,
mask,
that's the very first one.
And then
that's why it makes sense to kind of have had that one.
Yeah, exactly. And then there's like a trio after.
Yeah, I can't remember. Goron, the Zora, and what is the other one? I really can't remember right now.
Oh, I don't know.
It's something cool, I'm sure.
It's something epic.
Yeah, it's something very cool.
Something I probably would prefer to the Goron head.
Yeah.
But that's okay. I wonder if there's cool customs of people like making the different mask.
I've seen some cool custom amiibos before, so
I would like even the Pikachu one more.
Oh yeah, you get the Pikachu.
I would
like
to fuck with that one.
Or the Fierce Deity one. That would have been cool.
That would be cool, but it's a little like
too much.
A little too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like you're holding an adult Link mask.
Yeah.
That's such a weird thing. But anyways, yeah, that's Evan was nice enough to give me those. I have a surprise for you coming.
Oh.
Do you want to know what it is?
No, keep it a surprise.
You already do know what it is, though.
Oh, is it the Dune art book?
Yeah, so I ordered
in
like November or something. I ordered the Dune art book for Evan, and then they just put the money back in my account. And then last week,
Amazon,
they recharged me for it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like I thought.
We have it. Give us your money back. Are they allowed to do that? They're just like, okay.
I don't know.
Take it back.
Are they?
Take your money back.
Yeah, because they gave me my money back, and then once it was ready again, like once they had it in stock again, they just charged me.
That's strange.
It is weird.
Jeff, Jeff does some shady shit.
But it'll be here like in a day or two, so you'll get it.
Oh, I'm hype. I'm hype.
Oh yeah. So what else? Real quick for my Christmas. Terry got me a microphone. We still yet to get that up and running.
We're getting it working. We're finally gonna have 2 microphones. RNS 2 microphones.
Yeah, we're trying to have it
from 1 to 2.
It actually, this might sound a little better. Because I just Googled, like, the settings for the Blue Yeti.
Yeah.
We were using it wrong.
All things considered, though, it didn't sound too terrible before. It sounded good, yeah.
For the most part, I think most of the episodes sounded okay. But this one actually should sound significantly better. But yeah, I have our own microphone. We're going to figure out how to get those running at the same time. And I got some clothes and some, what else I get? Some chocolate, some gift cards.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Good year.
Very cool.
Good year.
Good year.
For me.
Good year tires.
I'm getting the Dune art book, which is awesome.
Epic.
Our good friend Andy, he gave me the Harry Potter set. Yeah, he gave me the Harry Potter.
I'm sorry, Andy gave me Punisher knife and Minion Lego.
Those are epic. Those are straight up epic. Yeah, he gave me the Harry Potter set with all the movies. I hadn't owned any of them, so that's pretty cool. I'm excited to rewatch them. I haven't seen them in a long time. He gave me the Speed Racer DVD. It was like an old one, which I really liked. That was cool. He gave me the golden knife. You got the Punisher knife. I got the golden knife.
Yeah.
That was cool.
I'm a little jelly, but I fuck with the Punisher one.
The Punisher one, it's more your vibe, Dylan.
But I remember I was gonna... You're right. You're right.
For when you go hunting,
When I go,
you got the camo Punisher skull on the back of your pickup truck.
It's hard for me to not make a particularly racy joke about the Punisher, but I won't do it.
Well, for those of you in the know, you know that the Punisher skull does not have the best association.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
a good way to put it.
It's been like that for a long time, though. That's not really anything new.
No.
It just kind of got attention drawn to it recently.
It became an issue.
Yeah, but it's been like that for a long time, and it was always very strange to me.
You know they acknowledge that in the comics. You know that?
No, I didn't.
There's a part. It's so stupid. Like, there's some cop that's like, "Oh yeah, I love you, Punisher. Like, keep killing them. Keep killing the criminals." And then the Punisher's like, "No, like you're a cop. You have the duty to do right."
You can't You can't be doing what you're doing and say that to him.
The Punisher would not say that.
I know. That's some. Is that from a modern fucking?
It's like fairly modern.
Yeah.
It's before like the most bullshit recent stuff, but it's pretty modern.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, it's very
That's
stupid.
it. We both just took a big sip. I took a sip of my OJ and Dylan took a sip of his Michelob. Is it Michelob Ultra?
Michelob Ultra. Now that's a good beer.
So yeah, 2021 movies. Do you want to just recap like the shit we saw together and talk about like what we thought or?
Yeah. And I think maybe at the end we could talk about what our personal favorites are. I guess as we're going, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Wait, can I start you off with a question?
Of course.
What is your least favorite movie that you saw in theaters this year?
Eternals, easily.
That's a pretty good answer.
Yeah, Eternals. I didn't have to think about it.
Not much else to say about that.
Yeah, I think we already gave a mini review of that in another episode. It was dog shit.
It was
terrible.
It was a slog.
Probably the worst MCU movie. I think probably by the end of next year, maybe we'll do an updated MCU ranked episode. Because quite a few of them by the end of next year, quite a few of them would have come out. Yeah, I think we can probably do an updated ranked episode.
Yeah. That'd be epic.
Yeah, it would be cool.
It'd be epic. What was your favorite movie, Evan? That was straight to video.
Straight to video?
Yeah, that didn't go to theaters. Did you watch any of that?
I don't think so. I think like the first big movie we saw together this year was Mortal Kombat. That was this year, right?
Yeah.
It wasn't horrible. It was okay. I remember that was like kind of like one of the first big like movies I did decently.
Yeah.
Post COVID, it was Mortal Kombat.
It was like okay.
Yeah, it was okay. Nothing. The worst part was the fucking like OC they made for the movie.
Yeah, the stupid main character guy.
He was really bad.
With like the Terminator 2 hands. Or
yeah.
yeah.
He did have Terminator 2 hands.
Yeah, he sucks.
That was not great. We saw Wrath of Man together.
Wrath of Man was okay.
I enjoyed it. Guy Ritchie's really good at making like movies that come out at the beginning, like one of the beginning of the year, that are just like enjoyable, but not much else.
He's a great January film director.
Yeah, he is. He really is. Thank you, Guy Ritchie. Jason Statham was cool in that. We saw Spiral. Ooh, that was not good.
Spiral's actually like, I've seen part of Saw 4 and part of another one because I wanted to hang out with my cousin Lauren when I was a kid, and she wanted to like scare me away, so she put on Saw. So I like
that's disturbing.
I like scaredly watched it with them because I was lonely. But really, this is kind of the first one I've actually sat down and actually watched. It was like,
why ain't Chris Rock in this?
Yeah, Chris Rock is a strange little character, and it just felt cheap, I guess.
I agree.
Like, not even cheap in terms of like the budget, but just felt like a cheap cash-in kind of movie.
Yeah, pretty much, because it like wasn't very high. Like you could tell it was pretty. The budget was not great on it. Yeah. Which is, that's not a big deal. Like you can obviously make a great horror. The first Saw movie has a very low budget. It's a great movie.
Yeah, some of the most well-renowned horror movies of all time have low budgets.
But it's like, I don't know. It felt like it was trying to be kind of
smart.
No, not smart. Oh. Like, I don't even like. This sounds stupid. It felt like it was trying to be a big sequel, but it felt cheap.
Like
you know what I mean?
They wanted to feel like an event movie.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Yeah. But it was very cheap. The traps were very stupid in this one.
The traps.
None of them were like all they were designed was just to be like gory. You know what I mean? They weren't intelligent or anything. It was just designed to be disturbing.
And it's because there's an element of it where it's like, it was like a copycat killer, right?
Yeah,
So it makes sense that they're not like as thoughtful.
Yeah, I agree with that. I do agree with that.
But at the same time, it just sucked.
Yeah, it was like
They didn't.
Nobody won any of the traps in it, which, like you say, kind of fine because like I don't think he wanted any of them.
No, he was just trying.
He was
to
not
throw
like
them off.
yeah, he was not like Jigsaw, who was like, yeah, I'm actually kind of giving you. I shouldn't say this about the fucking serial killer. Like, he's doing a horrible thing, but he's like giving you a fair shot at winning the trap. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like he wants you to have a chance to live.
Yeah. Whereas this dude was just like,
this
it was pretty. He just wanted to torture you.
Yeah, it's basically a voice saying like, move your tongue to like save your spine, and then it's like impossible.
You remember that? Oh my god.
Wasn't that the one?
Yeah, yeah. Where it was like, wasn't it like the hot wax movie on her face or whatever?
All of them were the same.
They were all
like,
stupid.
I feel like all of them were like
extremely brutal and just stupid.
Do something very uncomfortable to avoid your brutal death, and then it's like impossible.
Yeah.
Like what was the one? Didn't she have to like push a button with like her exposed spine or some shit?
That's what I'm talking about. She was gonna die. She had to like back up and like rupture her spine or something. You remember?
Yes.
You remember? I totally forgot until you brought that up just now.
Yes. Oh yeah, because it was like, if you sever your spine, you get to live.
See, that's exactly what I mean. It's like, you know, in like Saw 1 and even 2, people considered 2 afterwards bad, but I liked Saw 2. Like, you know, they were like brutal, but they were kind of intelligent. You know what I mean? The traps, like, they were interesting. Whereas this was not interesting at all. It was just, brutalize yourself.
Yeah, literally just like a death trap.
Yeah, it's not interesting.
Nah, the movie.
There are people who are just into junk gore. They might like it, but like, you know, me personally, I want like something interesting to watch. Yeah. So yeah, we did see that. That was not great. The next movie I think after that we saw together was Cruella.
Cruella's alright.
It was alright. Honestly, it wasn't that bad. Why did people call it like female Joker? Do you remember that? People were saying
well,
female
it kind of is.
Was it? I can't. No, I'm asking you. I'm not saying like disagreeing, but I can't remember.
Well, yeah, because she develops like a different persona to rebel.
Yeah. Okay.
That's
that makes
kind of think like where it begins and ends. It's
yeah.
Like...
Can I talk about something I remember from that movie?
Sure.
When we saw it, we both knew that like her mother gets murdered by the Dalmatians, and I remember Dylan, you missed the scene where the Dalmatian murder her mom.
Either went to piss or get a refill.
You went. I think you went to take a piss.
Yeah.
And then I was like, no, when it happened, I was like, Dylan, you missed it. Because I remember my friend Paul, and I guess I would say Paul is a friend of Dylan's as well.
Yeah.
He told me like before I saw it, it's like, yeah, I heard like the Dalmatian kill her mom or whatever. I was like, what the hell?
That's so silly.
And then me and Dylan saw it like the next day, and yeah, that's what happens. But yeah, it was really silly. But it wasn't a terrible movie. I do remember enjoying it.
I remember it looking good.
It did look good, yeah.
It was a good looking movie. It felt like pretty. It felt a lot more legit than a lot of the other Disney live action shit.
Yeah, and then it actually had a decent director. I don't know how you say his name, Craig Gillespie. I'm not sure, but he made Lars and the Real Girl, which was a really good movie, and he made I, Tonya. I didn't see that, but I heard it was good. So it was just kind of interesting. It's definitely one of the better of the like live action Disney remakes. Than Maleficent. Yeah. It's more closer to Maleficent than like just a straight up remake because it's like a prequel. But
it's a prequel, and it's also kind of like a retroactive, like the villain was the good guy.
Yeah, on that Joker. That is Joker shit. Yeah,
that's Joker also kind of like what Joker is too.
Yeah. Yeah, it was. I enjoyed it. Emma Stone was good in it. I remember it being like long though.
It was kind of.
It was like too long.
It was kind of long in the tooth, as they say. But I remember enjoying it.
Yeah, it's a fun watch.
What was I gonna say? Oh, there was one more small detail
about Cruella.
I remember that point in the year. When did that come out?
It was when was it? I don't see the exact release date here, but it was probably like, I think it was May.
What? Really?
Was it? It's like May, I think.
Oh, I don't know. But I remember there's some of these movies where like they just barely got me through the year.
Or was it March? Was it early?
I think it might. I remember it being like kind of a dry period.
It might have been like March or April.
And I was like, oh well, that was an okay like blockbuster. You know, that'll get me through.
Yeah. Like
7 months to see Spider-Man.
We saw fucking In the Heights together.
In the Heights.
That was fine.
It was bad.
But there's another musical we saw, which we'll get to. That was much better than In the Heights.
Yeah.
It was a lot better.
In the Heights, I liked aspects of it, such as like the hot girls.
The women in it were very attractive. I will say that they were.
But God, like Lin-Manuel Miranda, the way he does his like rap musical singing, it's embarrassing.
He was in it too, wasn't he? He
Actually,
played the dude selling the ice cream. He was actually in it.
I thought he was funny. No lie. Like, he himself in the movie, I thought he was funny.
I can't even remember anything.
He was like
else.
an ice cream guy, yeah.
Yeah, I remember that, but I don't remember like why he was funny.
I don't know either. But I remember actually liking him, and I was surprised by that. But, like, just the way he does his, like, musical rapping, I hate it.
Yeah.
It's deeply embarrassing. For the first time recently, I watched, like, a clip from Hamilton. I was like, this is fucking garbage.
I would never watch Hamilton.
I remember in college, like, there's a flamboyant child in my history class in college, and he kept bringing up, like, the teacher was just trying to teach American history, and he kept,
oh my god, that's so embarrassing.
He kept bringing up Hamilton.
God, that's so embarrassing. Like, using, like, fucking, like, pop culture as your frame of reference in history class, that's embarrassing.
Because he's like, oh, I know this, I know
You know
this.
what I mean?
Then,
That's so embarrassing. It's like if the... Like, they're talking about, like, World War II. I was like, oh, in fucking Captain America, the First Avenger. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, shut up. What are you talking about?
Oh, yeah, like, the Nazis were into sci-fi because...
Yeah, like, seriously. What are you talking about? And if we saw that, that was okay. The next one was Luca. That was a straight to home one.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I remember... We watched that pretty much on the spot. I came over to your house one day, and you were playing Breath of the Wild, and I was like, you want to watch Luca?
And I was like, I guess.
Yeah, that's pretty much like exactly how it went. We watched it. It was okay.
It was okay. If I had a small little child, I would put him in front of it.
Yeah.
Probably they would enjoy it.
Nothing too much to say about that.
It really is like the youngest skewing Pixar movie, probably.
You think so?
Maybe. I haven't seen Good Dinosaur.
Yeah, I didn't see Good Dinosaur.
But Luca skews pretty young.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah.
Can we talk about in Luca? Yeah, why not? Just talk.
There were
definitely some gay undertones in there.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. Which is it's fine, I guess. No, it's not problematic. It was fine, I guess. But it just.
It was a little too present to be us like reaching. Like it was
too you know what I mean.
Not be real.
Yeah. I don't really know what to make of it. I guess that's what I should say.
It was just the whole movie is just. I'm kind of just like it feels like a really long Disney Channel bumper. That whole movie, like I don't know if that makes sense, but
kind of.
It feels like a high production like Disney Channel like bumper or like a Pixar short.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like a fully fleshed out Pixar movie.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And then we saw Boss Baby 2. Now, Boss Baby 2...
We might have to say something crazy here.
Boss Baby 2 was a perfect film.
I like Boss Baby 2 better than Soul and Luca.
Oh, I agree with you. Like, this is not... RNS listeners, this is not ironic. This is 100% serious.
Boss Baby.
Boss Baby was... Boss Baby 2 was... I remember... there's a very specific moment I remember when we were watching Boss Baby 2. It was like when they first transformed back into children, like adult Alec Baldwin and the older brother. When they first, you remember when they turned back into the baby and the child? And I was like, Dylan, this movie feels like a fucking acid trip. It was insane. I was like, what is going on? You know what I mean? And it's like, it was so enjoyable in that way.
I think I told you at the time too. Boss Baby 1, not to get too like Boss Baby Gatekeeper fan on you, but Boss Baby 1 is even more like that.
Yeah. So I saw this. I haven't even seen Boss Baby 1. Me and Dylan were just like, yeah, let's go see Boss Baby 2. We were just like, why not?
It was kind of like I was saying about Cruella. Like, there were points this year where it's like, please, can we see a movie?
Yeah.
What were you going to say, though?
Oh, no, you finish it. No, I was just saying, I didn't even see part 1.
Oh, no, yeah, but there's definitely a better structure and, like, heart to Boss Baby 2.
Even more than part 1? That's insane to me. That must mean part 1 is, like, fucking must be wild.
Yeah, and it's not even that bad. It's not even that bad.
No, I believe you. After seeing part 2, I do want to see 1. Like, I genuinely did enjoy that movie. I know Boss Baby is a meme, but
don't get ready for Boss Baby 3 anytime soon because Alec Baldwin.
They might just recast. They recast Toby, so you know.
Oh, but yeah, I don't know. I don't want them to recast Alec Baldwin.
Well, they recast Toby. That doesn't get you mad.
Toby was in it for like one line.
Was it really? I think he narrated the movie.
He like no.
Is it like at the beginning and the end?
Yeah,
beginning and the end.
Yeah,
okay,
like
that makes sense. But he didn't even like in this. He would have had a more significant role because like they keep the adult voice for the older brother the whole movie.
Yeah,
which was interesting, I guess.
But But that movie was fun.
Yeah, it was. It really was. It really was.
Is that my favorite animated movie of the year?
Like low key.
I guess it is. What else is there?
We'll find out as we progress.
Right,
we'll find out.
Okay.
So after Boss Baby, we saw.
What's the next movie we saw?
Black Widow.
Bad dog shit.
Yeah, not good.
Bad movie.
It was not good.
What do you think? Eternals or that one?
Oh, Eternals is worse.
Eternals
Definitely.
is worse.
Yeah. Black Widow was not
right.
Great. Then we saw Pig.
Pig was cool.
Yeah, it was cool.
What do I have to say about Pig? I don't know.
I remember I know they do deliberately do like the
John Wick fake
yeah,
out.
this like supposed to be like John Wick, but we're actually faking you out. It's not. It's really a drama or whatever. You know what I mean? But it just got annoying to me. It was like, okay, is that really all you?
Yeah, that gimmick can last for like one act.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Drag that out too much.
It's like they do it more than once in the movie, and it's just like, I don't know. That's like, we've talked about this before, but just like subverting expectations solely just to subvert expectations, it's not like interesting to me.
It's the same to me as like
if you were gonna subvert expectations, you should have like a reason for it, or like, you know what I mean? It didn't feel like it was trying to really say anything with it. It was just like,
it's like, oh, you thought we were a John Wick ripoff?
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah. It was definitely like one dimensional in that way. That kind of twist.
I know you liked it more than I did, though. I think
so. I liked it quite a bit.
Everybody acting in it was good, I guess.
Yeah, I like the ending. Who was the boy?
Fucking Alex Wolff.
Oh, right,
Alex Wolff. Yeah.
Right.
Alex Wolff. I enjoy Alex Wolff. He's a good actor.
Those brothers are epic. Those naked brothers.
I don't know about that. He ain't been in too much good shit. Alex, though, it's like, yeah, I mean, he was in Hereditary. He was in Pig.
Alex is the little one, isn't he?
Yeah.
Oh.
So good on you, Alex.
What was the last movie Nat Wolff was in?
I don't know exactly. What's he been? He was in, like in The Fault in Our Stars and shit like that.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like stuff
Damn.
that I don't care about
Alex,
personally.
He was always my favorite in the Naked Brothers band.
Yeah, but it's like,
he had the grown woman girlfriend.
That was disturbing. We talked about this recently. Do you want to talk about that?
Yeah, sure. I mean,
like,
I don't know what else there is to talk about. Yeah, the Naked Brothers band show on Nickelodeon. Alex Wolff was a child, and he had a grown woman girlfriend that like was into him, and like they would kiss and they would have like sexual tension and stuff.
I remember. So you brought this up like recent. I think it might have been after we saw Pig where we talked about that. It's like that's weird. And it's like when we were kids watching it, we were like, oh yeah, like oh he has a hot adult girlfriend.
As if a kid would have because he's famous.
Or
something.
But like looking back, it's like that's weird. Why was that in it?
And he also would have cool socks tied around his ankle.
He did, didn't he?
You remember that? Because he would be like, oh, I don't want to get my socks dirty, so I wear them around my ankle.
Fashion.
That's a good
fashion icon.
He's a fashion icon. I love Alex, dude. Alex is awesome.
He is. After that, together, we did see Suicide Squad.
Great film.
Yeah, it was cool. I enjoyed it. It was fun.
It's one of my favorite superhero movies I've seen in a while.
It was a fun movie. I definitely agree.
Do you like the part?
We made a whole video on it, though, so we don't have to go into
it. Can I say, do you like the part where King Shark say the funny word?
What did he say?
He said, oh, I'm hungry. I don't know.
No, not really. I didn't like King Shark that much, to be honest. So,
will you do me a favor, Evan?
Yeah.
I want to talk about Suicide Squad for one more second.
Mm-hmm.
Who's your favorite Suicide Squad character?
In the movie?
Yeah.
And like this one, I liked Polka Dot Man the best.
Oh right. Okay. Good. Cool.
David Desmoshian.
He's the GOAT.
Big fan.
I'm a big fan.
I like him. I've become a fan recently. I was like, I watched like all of Denis Villeneuve's movies this year because like
is he in a bunch of them?
Yeah. So he was in Dune.
I know he's in Blade Runner.
He was in Blade Runner as well, and then he was also in what's the one I just watched? Prisoners. Also,
nice. Yeah. I need to watch Prisoners.
It is really good. It's a great movie. I was super late on watching a lot of Denis movies because I always loved Blade Runner and then I fucking loved Dune. I was like, I should finally get around to watching all his movies. I did it. They're good. He might have been in Sicario also, but I can't remember. Don't quote me on that.
Much, though,
Sicario was like my least favorite of the ones I saw. But it was still good. Benicio del Toro was really good in it. After Suicide Squad, we saw Shang-Chi.
Bad. There's that couple. Those two cool fight scenes.
It starts out decently. I remember at the beginning we were like, "Yeah, this is kind of cool."
Yeah, if the ending was more in line with the rest of the movie, like the third act was more in line with the rest of the movie, it probably would be cool.
That's the thing. So we were talking about this. Like, by the end, it just becomes Chinese Black Panther.
Yeah.
At the end, instead of Wakanda, they have. Do you remember what it's called? Their magical land.
No.
Yeah, by the end, it literally just becomes Chinese Black Panther.
And can I mention a strange film?
Yeah.
That not many of our viewers might have seen, but there's an animated movie. I think I mentioned this to you, Evan, but this is for our viewership.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. There's a Batman animated movie that came out called what is it called? It's something with Richard Dragon. And Richard Dragon is basically the Shang-Chi of DC.
Oh, okay, you did mention
They're
this
both
to me.
like Bruce Lee ripoffs that have some magic, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And the ending of Shang-Chi and the ending of that Batman animated movie with
Yes, you did mention this to
it's
me.
the same ending.
Yeah, that's very strange.
Where like a guy is like enticed by an evil spirit to open a dimension that will save his wife.
And is it like in a magical land?
Yes.
With them? That's very strange.
Yeah, it is. It's the same.
Well, Marvel does have a history of ripping off DC, so
I think it boils down to a very low amount of creativity, like trying to adapt like Eastern culture. I think that's what it is.
Definitely agree with that. Yeah,
it's very stupid. Anyways, Shang-Chi sucked.
Yeah, definitely. I wouldn't say it sucked. I enjoyed the first half was good. Like I said, it then kind of progressively gets worse.
The first chunk of it was good, but you still had that bad humor for the most part.
Yeah, I remember one terrible scene when they're on the plane after Awkwafina found out who he really is.
Yeah.
And he's like, Shang, and she's like, Sean. You remember? She keeps saying his name. She's like, oh, she's making fun of him for going from Shang to Sean.
One letter.
Yeah, it's like, shut up.
I know. I've never...
why? Okay, maybe if you just be make a little joke about it, but it was it went on for a minute. You remember? They're like, Sean. I was like, oh,
I'm not a big fan of Awkwafina.
She's actually not terrible. I know a lot of people really don't like Awkwafina.
I think she was...
Personally, I don't think she's terrible.
What's that movie we saw?
Yeah, we saw The Farewell.
The Farewell was pretty good.
Yeah, I thought she was good in that. And also, even Crazy Rich Asians, I thought she was decent in that movie, too.
Oh, I didn't see that one.
Yeah, I remember me and Andy saw it together. The three of us have a history of seeing some strangely effeminate movies together. But anyways, Crazy Rich Asians, she was decent in that. So I really, I don't hate Awkwafina, but she was not great in this movie. That's really all
I like the sister.
Yeah, the sister was actually one of the better parts of the movie. Yeah.
And so was the fucking Mandalorian, whatever his name is.
The Mandarin. Oh yeah, Ben Kingsley. He was actually kind of funny in it.
No, the real one.
Oh, I think meant Ben, the former man.
He was kind of funny though.
Yeah.
I hated that little creature.
Yeah, that was stupid.
That pissed me off.
It was stupid. Yeah.
I hate that stuff.
No, Tony Leung. Yeah, Tony Leung's a legend. He was decent in it. Wasn't amazing or anything. But he was decent in it. I was disappointed because he's a really great actor, and
well, of course, there was a squander him.
There was that one scene that was really good when he goes to get his revenge after his wife dies. Yeah, you remember when he goes to the restaurant?
That is dope.
That was a really good scene.
That was dope.
So Shang-Chi had these really it had these moments, like the fight on the scaffolding or whatever. That was really cool. That moment in the restaurant.
The train fight was good.
Yeah, the train fight was good. Or the bus fight.
Right, yeah.
But same thing, whatever. It was, but yeah, just once it becomes all CG, once we get to what we talked about, we specifically talked about this in the MCU Ranked episode, where it becomes the copy-paste format, whereas we rendered the movie before we made it, type shit.
It's there's certain things we can't change about the rest of the script because it's already fucking rendered.
Yeah, exactly. Once it became that, it's of course that's when the movie becomes bad.
Yeah, if you don't know, for real, if someone's listening... The MCU literally does that where they
make the final act before they make the movie.
They script, choreograph, record, and render the CGI for the ending of the movie before they've filmed the rest of the movie.
Yeah, which is disturbing.
For Black Widow, in Black Widow's case, they were already locked in before they hired a director.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was confirmed. They were done.
So bad.
It's very bad. And also, Black Widow was really fucking terrible.
It was.
It wasn't. It's it's not worth stifling the entire movie just to get ahead of it. I don't know, stupid.
Yeah, that's the Marvel problem.
The Marvel problem.
After Shang-Chi, we saw Candyman. Oh, that was really bad too. That sucked. That's about almost as bad as Eternals. Yeah, I think Eternals is worse, but that was really bad.
I saw some IGN tweet that was top 10 horror movies of 2021. And I really just blanked. I was like, is it 2020? Right now? I really blanked just now. 2021, they were like best horror movies, and I saw Candyman in there. I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
This wasn't even a great year for horror, really.
It wasn't a great year for anything, but except for the fucking Spider-Man.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, Candyman. I remember most of the time we were just like completely lost on what was going on. Like a lot of the plot was just like kind of nonsensical.
Yeah, because at the end, I'll do my best to remember, but
I can't even remember what happened. It was just boring.
Basically, there is a real Candyman who's going out of his way to turn someone else into Candyman.
It was something like that. I don't remember.
And it just didn't make any goddamn sense. And also at the end, he's like a good guy.
Yeah.
Like he saves like a woman from being police brutalized.
It was like a girlfriend or whatever.
Yeah. That's not what Candyman does. He kills you for saying his name. That's what he does.
Yeah, it was not great. Did not like the movie.
That sucked.
Interesting. That guy has been getting some work though recently.
Yeah. What is he again?
He was Morpheus in the new Matrix.
Right.
We'll get to that. We'll probably talk about that a little bit because we haven't talked about the new Matrix at all.
And he's Black Manta, right?
Yeah, and he's Black Manta. Yeah, so.
I think he's in something else as well. I don't know.
He's in that Michael Bay movie that's coming out with Jake Gyllenhaal. The one with like LA in the title. You know what I'm talking about?
That's the bank heist movie, right?
Yeah.
I'm so tired of bank heist movies.
We'll see it though. We will see it.
Will we?
Yeah. No choice.
Mysterio and Black Manta together at last.
I know this wasn't right after Candyman, but on Letterboxd is in that order, so I'll just say it. We saw Belfast. Did not like that. I think you liked that one a little bit more than I did too.
It was okay.
But I didn't like it at all.
It was okay.
It was just extremely cheesy to me. I remember the writing being really bad.
It was somewhat on some Green Book shit.
Pretty much, yeah. But I liked Green Book more than Belfast.
Me too. I actually did. But it just, it felt pretty hammy.
Yeah.
It felt, I don't know.
Didn't like it. It seems like, it's like, I saw a lot of people being like, yeah, this is like the crowd pleaser of the year.
Was it?
That's what people were saying, yeah, but like, is it? No.
It's the old people pleaser of the year, maybe.
I'm gonna say, but you remember there's a bunch of old people in our theater watching it, and they loved that shit.
It was funny because
it's an old people movie for sure.
Yeah. There was like it was literally us, a bunch of very old white people, and there was like a black couple our age sitting right next to us.
Yeah.
And that was it. It was weird.
Yeah, it was weird. All the old people though, they were laughing. They were like, "Oh!" They were like, "Oh my god, I can't believe."
Oh no! And it was all like cheesy shit. It was like, how much? It was like, how much? I can't take you. I don't know.
I know what you mean though. Yeah.
It was all very cheesy shit. Like it was like, well, if your sister doesn't do your homework, then what is she worth? It was like really silly shit.
Pretty much. Malignant. How you feel about Malignant?
Kind of awesome.
It was cool.
Kind of awesome.
I did like that movie.
If I had to do a top 10, Malignant probably would be on there. Even though
but I remember when we saw it, it sounded like you disliked it.
I like it for...
It was very cheesy, but it was good. Like, how crazy and insane it was. Like,
I like it for the same reason. Like, I don't know if you remember this, but I told you, like, I was like, oh, Glass, like, the movie Glass.
Yeah.
To be clear.
I like Glass way more than Malignant.
It wasn't my favorite movie ever, but I really like when a movie is clearly someone's vision.
Yes, definitely. Yeah, you can't take that away. James Wan was definitely like...
It was James Wan having a fucking really cool time making that movie.
For sure.
And you can tell everyone else was enjoying it too.
Yeah.
I mean, the one thing that did bother me though is a lot of the movie is contingent on you not knowing that there's a twist coming.
Yeah.
Or at least unsure about it.
Uh-huh.
But I remember, like, God forbid I mentioned Grace Randolph. Grace Randolph, in her non-spoiler review...
She spoiled it.
She was basically like, there's a huge fucking twist coming.
Yeah.
So I knew... I was like, oh, well, there's something coming.
Yeah.
If you see that movie without that, like, knowing that there's, like, a kind of a big twist, it probably would be more enjoyable.
You remember I remember there's a really cool, like, action scene towards the end.
The prison one?
Yeah. No, not even... It was after that. But the prison one was cool, too.
The police station one.
Yes, uh-huh.
Oh, yeah.
Where it's like the head just completely takes over. And it just looks really cool where it's like showing both sides of her face or whatever finally. Because they do that, I guess it's a spoiler, but whatever, who cares.
There's a secret face on the back of her head.
Yeah.
That's like...
It's like you think they're separate people, but they're actually together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and her skull splits open and it shows a face.
Yeah, uh-huh.
And, which is fucking disturbing.
Disturbing.
I don't like that.
But that action scene was cool as fuck.
Yeah, it was, and because they do a good job of having her like dead face.
Yeah, it's like she's like sleeping. Yeah, exactly.
Cool. And for the most part, like before that, it's like it kind of looks like since since it's like someone with their face on backwards, like operating the body backwards, it looks like it's someone with like weird broken bones or something.
Yes.
But then you realize like, oh, it's someone moving backwards.
Yeah, that was really cool.
They get to kind of fully reveal that in that fight too.
That was cool.
But I like the police. There's one in the holding cell and there's one in like the police room, right?
Yeah.
But the one in the holding cell, I like that better because it was so like evil.
It was evil.
It was so like demonic.
Yeah.
Because it just feels like, I mean, they go out of their way to make them all like really bullies.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it still feels very like fucking evil. I don't know.
No, I definitely feel you. It was brutal.
Yeah.
Because by that point, she's like killed them all, I think, right?
Yeah.
Pretty much. Yeah. So it was like, because I don't think all of them were evil.
No.
Yeah.
But remember the silly, like, there was like some silly bitch in like 70s, like bell bottom pants.
Yeah.
And there was like an 80s rocker chick. They were all in very like distinct outfits. And it was very silly. But
that's what I mean. The movie was goofy, but like I liked it.
The movie was goofy, but it was kind of awesome.
Yeah, it was.
But the weird thing is like the beginning, it does have like an insidious, like kind of paranormal activity type tone.
Mm-hmm.
And it slowly gets more weird.
Yeah.
As the movie goes on.
Definitely.
That opening scene though too is fucking weird.
Yeah, with like what was it? Not a psychiatrist, some kind of doctor.
Yeah, it's a doctor.
Yeah.
It's like some supernatural doctor. Yeah, and they're like, kill the baby. It was badass.
It was.
Yeah.
That was a fun movie.
That was a fun movie.
Dune, of course.
Dune.
That was great.
Any cool thoughts on Dune?
Well, we've talked about Dune. This will be the third time we talked. Amazing, beautiful, epic,
cool, sexy,
cool,
beautiful, slick.
Timothy Chalamet, I like him.
Timmy Epic.
Yeah, that was my favorite movie of the year. Just like I've mentioned this already a few times, I love like big genre pieces that are also kind of contained. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like epic films that are contained at the same time. You know what I mean? Whenever they manage to do that and strike that perfect balance, I just love it. That's like what I go crazy for. And Denny's really great at that. Like with Blade Runner 2049 with this. Just that works for me. I like it a lot. And the whole movie is shot beautifully. The CG is like some of the best CG I've ever seen. All the acting is great. It's an awesome story. What can I say? Great movie. I liked it a lot.
I don't like it as much as you.
I know you don't.
I don't know what there's something weird about Denny that his shit just doesn't connect with me. I don't know what it is.
You should watch Prisoners. I think you really would like it a lot. Yeah.
I'll try it out.
Well, you did like 2049 more. The second time you liked it a bit more.
I did.
But
that's true. But it's still in the same way. I still feel like it's like
there's a disconnect.
Yeah, it's like I don't fully get it. Like
Blade Runner 2049 is just like amazing. I like that even more than Dune. We have a video on that as well. But that was just an amazing movie to me.
When will he make a Luke Skywalker show for Disney?
Oh yeah, he's coming up. He's coming up real soon. No, I don't expect him to ever work for Disney.
No,
I don't think that's gonna happen.
I really hope
he would. I'm gonna say he would make a DC movie before he did Star Wars or Marvel.
God, I would love that.
I'm gonna say maybe like Green Lantern or something. I don't know.
Green Lantern? I would see him doing like a Dark Horse thing, or like not Dark Horse. I'm sorry.
Vertigo
or like DC Black Label, that type of shit.
I just said Green Lantern because like space.
Yeah.
Because like he
does seem like he fucks with that.
Yeah.
Dude, he'll make the Nova movie.
No. Yeah, he might do something cool. Vertigo though.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't think not Constantine though. I don't think he should do that.
No, he doesn't have that kind of like.
Yeah. I know exactly what you mean. Yeah.
That's like some Edgar Wright shit.
Exactly.
Where it would be Constantine. That's not bad actually. Edgar Wright Constantine.
Well, after Last Night in Soho, yeah. That's not bad.
Cool.
Which is the very next movie I'm gonna mention.
I love Last Night in Soho.
That was a really good movie.
We did talk about it a bit, but I fucking love that movie. It looked great. I like the twist and like the little message. Fucking great movie.
It was kind of like Malignant, and that was a bit goofy, but it's just really fun. Yeah. But it was a lot more.
There was never a time.
It was more serious than Malignant, I would say.
It was more serious than Malignant, but There's not a point in Malignant or Last Night in Soho where I think they're taking themselves too seriously or like not seriously enough.
Yeah,
like it's perfect, like you know.
And the funny thing about both those movies is they're both kind of odes to Italian horror, or like take like big chunks of influence from Italian horror. So
we did talk
that kind of
about
interesting.
That
yeah,
after,
they both take influence from Italian horror.
After Last Night in Soho, you brought that up about. That's interesting.
So I just want because we kind of connected those two movies there.
Maybe I should watch some Italian horror stuff. I like those. Huh?
Yeah, maybe. Well, one day we'll review Suspiria, maybe.
Is that epic?
I haven't even seen it. Yeah, I haven't seen the original or the remake, so
I heard the remake.
Maybe Halloween next year.
I heard the remake was really good.
Yeah, I have it on Blu-ray, but I still have not seen it.
Oh, wow.
I'll watch it eventually.
Because I heard they're really not even the same.
No, they're completely... Because the original is like an hour and a half long, and the remake's like 2.5 hours long, yeah. So it's like... I think it's just like they had the same basis, but what happens after is different, I think.
Yeah.
But I'm speaking from someone who does not know, because I haven't seen either one, but... Maybe when we get around to doing those Halloween episodes again, maybe. Who knows? We'll see.
Sorry, just one more question about Suspiria. Is that one is actually, like, spoken in Italian?
The original, I believe so, yeah. Their remake was English. Yeah, their remake's English. But the director was actually Italian, I think. Yeah, Luca... How do you say his last name? Guadagnino, I think.
Okay.
Guadagnino, whatever. He's
Berardino.
Yeah, he's Italian. I don't know why this is after last night I saw Soho, because we definitely saw this before, but I don't know how Letterboxd puts these movies in order. Cry Macho.
Sucks.
I like that movie.
No, sucks.
But I like Clint Eastwood. I will say I am a fan of Clint Eastwood, so...
You know what's funny?
There is that. That's definitely an aspect for me.
I've seen one of the, what is that called? The Man with No Name trilogy?
Yeah.
I've only seen one of those.
Which one did you see?
I don't remember.
Was it The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly?
It's the one with the... I feel like there's a chance they might all end in like a Mexican standoff.
Yeah.
It's the one that ends in a Mexican standoff.
I think that's The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
And there's like a part with a guy in a tub.
Yeah, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
Okay.
That's The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
I've seen that one.
That's amazing.
I've seen that one, and I've seen Unforgiven.
Unforgiven's so fucking good.
You recommended that one to me. And then I've seen this.
You watched it with your mom, right?
Unforgiven, my mom didn't like it.
Oh, she didn't like it?
But you can kind of see, like, his decline, in my opinion.
His age?
You can see... No, not his age. Like, you can see him, like, start to lose it a little bit. Not his age.
But Unforgiven's so amazing.
But you can tell, like, Unforgiven is definitely more cheesy than The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
I don't even agree with that.
Really?
Definitely not, because The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly is like straight up, spaghetti western. Isn't it? I wouldn't even say, when I say,
well, I guess
it's not cheesy, but it's like a lot more B-movie-ish than Unforgiven. Unforgiven is like played pretty straight.
But
not that The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly isn't, but it's like, it's spaghetti western. It's like more genre-y, I guess.
I guess all I'm trying to say is like...
Unforgiven's like pretty hardcore.
In Unforgiven, you can kind of see, like, he's very much like, I'm the good guy.
I don't even agree with that.
I think so.
I'm the good guy?
Yeah.
But no, by the end, it's like, William Money is like, I'm a horrible dude. Remember when he admits, like, yeah, I'm William Money. I killed women, children. You remember?
Well, no, of course he has, like, that tortured past.
Yeah.
Thing. But I'm talking about he's like, oh, I'm a white cowboy and I like my black friend.
I don't know, because the race thing wasn't even really a thing in it.
I think it kind of was.
It's very subtle.
Anyways,
if it is there, it's very subtle.
My point isn't even about Unforgiven. My point is about Cry Macho. Because I feel like Cry Macho has, like... It's minor in Unforgiven, where it's like... Of course, he was evil before, whatever, but he's portrayed as very noble in the rest of the movie. But in Cry Macho, it's just, like, so... schmaltzy. In the Cry Macho.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I'm not saying Cry Macho was amazing or anything. It definitely was not. You can't even compare it to Unforgiven or The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, like, at all. Also, to be fair, though, The Good, and the Bad, and the Ugly, Clint Eastwood didn't direct that, whereas Unforgiven and this he did. So, there is that aspect also, where it's like, well, in these movies, he's actually, directing himself.
Well, I'm just saying,
so that is an aspect of it.
I'm just saying, like, that aspect, I don't read that in Good, the Bad, and the Ugly at all. Like, I don't read that as him being kind of like, well, I'm the hero. I don't see that in The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly at all. And then I see it a little bit in Unforgiven, and then it's, like, blatant in Cry Macho to the point where it's, like, distracting to me.
Yeah, I guess so. I can see what you mean, but it's like, I don't know. It didn't feel like he was trying to paint himself in, like, an amazing light. Or
not that he's, like, a super, like, good guy, even, but also that he's, like, oh, like, I'm such a badass, but it's like, dude, you're 80. Like, I don't know.
I don't even think that was really part of it. him being
know.
old was like a part of the plot, kind of.
A lot of Cry Macho. I'll just say this: a lot of Cry Macho felt like him playing pretend, not acting.
What do you mean by that?
Like the whole plot and the story feels very contrived, just so Clint Eastwood can be a cowboy.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, that's kind of what I.
He didn't really do anything cool in it though.
Not really.
There was definitely no shootouts or anything like that.
Doesn't he shoot one guy? I think he shoots one guy.
Well, it's nothing like crazy.
No, there's no like insane action scene.
Yeah.
No.
A lot of it was just them driving away from people. There's like 2 scenes.
But he still gets to be like the good-hearted cowboy that like he's 80, but the sexy bitch flirts with him anyway. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not talking about like superhero shit.
Yeah.
But he gets to be like, oh, like I'm the last cowboy.
Yeah, that definitely. Yeah, I would agree with that. That the last cowboy type thing is an aspect of it for sure.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of that.
Yeah.
Especially when it's like he's making it for himself. That's why I say like it kind of feels like someone like playing pretend versus like acting in a like good movie. But yeah, I'm not huge on Cry Macho. Not huge on Cry Macho.
I liked it. It was definitely not amazing or anything, but I did like it. Venom, Let There Be Carnage.
All right, I have Cry Macho rated very low on Letterboxd, to be fair, but Venom is worse.
You think so?
Easily.
Venom.
Sucks.
I like them about the same. I didn't hate Venom. I hated Venom Part 1, but Let There Be Carnage I had fun with.
I didn't really have fun with either of them, to be honest with you.
I think we talked about Venom in another episode, though, so, don't have to talk about that too much.
And the epic post-credits.
Oh, I missed this. The Sparks Brothers documentary. We saw 2 Edgar Wright movies. I remember we were talking about this, in the Sparks Brothers documentary, it's like, they went, like, into way too much detail about, like the albums that nobody cared about.
Yeah, because
like,
they
you know
consistently,
what I mean?
they keep coming back and kind of saying the same things about, like, the Sparks Brothers changed music again.
Yeah.
But then all their music sounds the same. I think we talked about that, right? Like, there's a point where that gets grating and it's just like, okay, like, I get it.
Because it's the same, they keep doing the same thing where it's like, they go out over each album, they talk about, like, oh my god, they did something different this time. Oh my god, they did something different. It was like this, it's like, you should talk about, like, their highlights, because they have, like, 100 albums.
Yeah.
Not all of them can be, like, amazingly
just talk
game-changing stuff, but they act like every album
just
was,
talk
like...
in depth about the highlights.
You can, yeah, exactly. For somebody who's coming into this, like me or you, not knowing anything about them or not being a fan, this is not going to do anything.
It's not really for us,
It's
though.
not... You know what I mean? But I feel like...
Yeah.
They're not an obscure band. I wouldn't say they're an obscure band, but at least for people our age, they're not very known.
Yeah.
So I feel like Edgar Wright, you have a big influence. So you should be trying to make people a fan of them, not making a movie for the fans of this band.
The way the movie kind of, it's like I don't want to say inside baseball, but it's kind of like wink wink, nudge nudge, like, this special club we're in, like, it's not inclusive.
Yes.
Like, it doesn't want to teach you about the Sparks Brothers. It wants you to, like, come in already knowing everything about them and, like, enjoy it or whatever, and, like, hear Weird Al, like, laugh about it.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot Weird Al was in that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like... And then I saw the other day, I forgot if it was on Instagram or Twitter. I think it was on Instagram. Yeah, it was on Instagram. Edgar Wright was, like, reposting a bunch of people's Spotify raps with people being like, oh my god, thank you, Edgar Wright. You put me on... Yeah, and they're on their... I'm like...
It's embarrassing.
He's like, you're sucking your own dick, dude. Why are you doing this? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's like, why are you posting all this? Anyways, but...
I
don't want to disrespect you, Edgar Wright, because I do like you. But
I like when he posts the last night so hard.
Yeah, I do too.
He posts a lot of fan art.
I do like that as well. He's pretty interactive with his fans. Like I see on Instagram, he usually like he replies to people's comments and stuff like that. Or same on Twitter, like he replies to people.
Yeah, he's
too.
cool.
So I do like you, Edgar Wright, but I think you should have had a different approach with that documentary. I guess. In fairness, I guess it was his first documentary, so
that's true.
Kudos to you for trying something else. But in the future, maybe just.
But it wasn't. It was more like a celebration than
like
a documentary.
Yeah, definitely. I would agree with that.
Yeah, not too hot on that one either.
Okay, Eternal. If we talked about that, neither of us enjoyed that movie.
No, that movie sucks.
Yeah, it was not good.
It's probably, and I get like we don't have to get too much into it, but there's the whole like this was inspired by Zack Snyder and like the DCEU, and there's what's her name, Chloe Zhao.
Yeah.
And there's all that shit involved, and
I was already not a fan of hers because I saw Nomadland and extremely overrated. The only reason it won Best Picture because it was a year where nothing came out. You know what I mean?
Someone should have sat on a movie and just released it during then.
Yeah,
That
seriously.
would've been slam dunk.
It was. I did not like Nomadland at all, and so Eternals, I was like already kind of going in with like, yeah, she made something I didn't like, and then I hear people saying like, oh my god, this is a movie where she had total control versus the other MCU movies. So I was like, well, I like when creators get to do their own thing, but in this case, I'm not so sure. And I went in, and yeah, it was not good.
Trash.
Yeah, not a good movie.
I don't even know what else to say about it. Yeah, I mean, it's like it's bad, but it's not like MCU bad. It's like bad.
Yeah, pretty
it's
much.
Not cookie cutter bad. It's just a bad movie.
Definitely.
Yeah.
West Side Story, good movie.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, it was a good movie. I enjoyed
Definitely
it.
way better than Into the Heights.
Yeah.
Or In the Heights. Yeah, I like when you say Maria.
Yeah, he was not a great singer.
Do you like that part?
No, because I didn't like him as a singer. I remember telling you during that when we were watching, I was like, yeah, I don't. He's not a great singer. What's his name? Ansel Elgort or whatever. Yeah, he was not a great singer. I remember a lot of the plot points being very questionable.
Yeah.
Was like a lot of this revolving around like a relationship that started like a day before, and they had just met each other.
Yeah.
There's one really weird part where it's like, so Ansel Elgort's character kills her brother, and then he goes and sees her, and they fuck. Like he just murdered her brother.
Yeah, and she's
barely upset that her brother died.
She's upset that he killed someone.
Yeah, she's not upset that her
brother's dead. Yeah.
And like, they make it like seem like before that like they don't have the best relationship. But he cares for her a lot.
And he takes care of her.
Yeah,
too.
he takes care of her and he cares for her a lot. And they pretty much make it seem like, yeah, she loves him also, which it becomes very weird that she's not really reacting to his death at all. No, I didn't like that.
She like 20% reacts to him dying, and like 80% reacts to the fact that her boyfriend has like done something evil.
Yeah.
Like she's like, no, like how could you go back to that way? Like,
yeah.
It's like that.
It's just very weird that you have sex with your brother's murderer right after he murdered you.
Well, there's a lot to be said for sex and violence, Evan.
You're right.
Yeah.
There might be something deeper going on there that I didn't acknowledge.
There's a lot to be said for
Spielberg
sex and
is he knows the language of film, so there's probably something going on. Yes, Steven.
Ready Player One is dog shit.
I didn't see it.
You didn't?
No, I did not.
That is one of the worst movies I've ever seen.
Are you serious?
Yes.
It's really that bad?
Yes.
His career is very strange. He has a lot of really highs. Like, he has a lot of high highs and a lot of low lows.
I know people don't like War of the Worlds.
But some people do like that movie, too.
Some people do like it, yeah. I've never seen it.
Yeah, Spielberg.
I don't know, Spielberg. Keep making West Side Stories, I guess.
I did like it, yeah. It was shot very well. I remember thinking.
Was awesome.
The ending was cool. The only thing that bothered me with how it was shot was, like, there was a lot of lens flares, which is, like... Yeah. I was not crazy about that.
There was a good chunk of lens flares.
Yeah, which was strange. But besides that, I thought it was shot, like, really nice.
And for a movie... It looked great.
Excuse me. And the music went good for the most part. I didn't think Ansel Elgort was a good singer, but I did like the music. I think the choreography was great.
They did a pretty great job of making it, like, organic.
What do you mean?
It's, like, really easy for a musical to feel like, why are they singing right now? LOL.
Oh, yeah.
It felt pretty organic in this.
I agree. So, yeah, West Side Story. Cool movie.
Very cool.
Cool movie.
What do you give West Side Story out of 10?
Like a 7.
I would give it a 2 out of 3.
2 out of 3, yeah. So, like a 7 out of 10, something like that?
Not bad,
yeah. Cool. The Matrix Resurrections. Okay, we can talk about this. We haven't talked about Matrix at all yet. Yeah, it was okay. It's funny. I really liked like the first third of the movie a lot.
It was pretty good.
Where it was like the whole he was the creator of the Matrix and it was like a video game.
Yeah.
I remember you said this after we came out of it. You were like, you thought it was a good approach to made it a video game. Like the original trilogy.
I remember, I think it was, sorry to bring up Mr. Sunday movies in every video. I think Mr. Sunday, like, way before this came out, like, when it was, like, speculation, he was like, they're gonna make, The Matrix was, like, an old movie franchise, and now it's, like, come back, and it kind of was right. But I think, like you were saying, I think the video game thing was a better approach. It, like, kind of fits better.
Yeah, I agree.
Even though it's clearly just a stand-in for the movies.
But... Yeah.
Yeah, it's a cool idea, and his therapist, I really liked the therapist until, like, the end of the movie.
Neil Patrick Harris.
Yeah, he was cool until the end.
There's one really cool scene with the new Morpheus and what's her name, Bugs.
Bugs.
Yeah, that was
The
her name,
blue-haired
right?
girl?
Yeah,
Oh.
I think it was her name, Bugs, right? Am I
I
wrong?
don't think so. I think you made that up, but that's okay.
Is that something I made up? Let me look really quick.
I don't think her name is Bugs.
I thought that was it. Am I insane? I might be. Let me see. Yeah, it's Bugs. I knew I wasn't making that up. That's her name, Bugs. They're like about to. I think it was right when they're about to give him the red pill, and then like oh no, it might be after he takes it. And he puts his hand through the mirror, and he's like in Neil Patrick Harris's apartment.
Yeah.
And he's like, Thomas, this isn't real, Thomas.
Well, it's cool too because you see him kind of interacting with Neo like that before.
Yeah.
And he's like, there's a degree of, well, is it fake? I don't know.
Yeah.
There's like a degree, and he was like, well, do you think those people were really with guns in the bathroom trying to kill you?
Yeah.
Like, do you think that really happened, or like he was kind of talking to him like that, like. And then you get to see him use that same exact kind of cadence and persona when it's clearly real.
Yeah.
When it's clearly him breaking through the actual mirror like the Matrix. And he's like, none of this is real, Neo. And that's pretty badass. Yeah, that was awesome.
That was a funny scene.
But I really liked the therapist up until like the end.
Like I said, the whole first third of the movie I thought was really good. It's like once he started getting into the real world after he took the red pill and everything, it's like it really slowed down.
Yeah, what do they
There's
call
so
it?
much exposition. It was not great.
No. Yeah.
It's when he went to like the New Zion.
Yeah, what is it called?
I forgot the name of the city in this one.
In this
It's like
one,
the New Zion. Yeah, there was so much exposition in the movie up to that point. It was like a lot of explaining, not a lot of showing. The action was like really not good.
Yeah.
Like compared to like the first three. It was like it took like an approach a lot of cheap modern action movie take where the camera is very shaky and you can't really see what's happening, which is something I don't like at all for action movies. It did that yeah. So maybe you can chalk it up to one Wachowski being missing. Only one of them directed this one. Maybe if they worked together, it would have been a lot better. Because I think there is there's a framework there for a really great movie. I think.
Yeah, me too.
But it just was not executed well.
But I kind of like the idea of like Matrix. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
That's not the character's name. I like the idea of Neo and Trinity.
Uh-huh.
I like them being like kind of interlinked.
Yeah, me too. It's like together they were the one.
I like seeing them like I really like the flashback where they were like he was like testing them and torturing them and they were in like that pit, but like once they got near each other in the pit, like close enough.
Oh, it's like when they got put back into the Matrix in like their pods or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
and
remember.
they show part was awesome too was when they show the doctor like reconstructing Neo and Trinity.
Yeah, uh-huh.
Which was fucking really cool.
It was.
I guess they die in the third one.
Yes, they both die in
So they
Resurrection.
die, and then-
Not Resurrections. Resurrection is different. In Revolutions, they both
It
die.
probably would have been a lot cooler to see that if I had seen the third one, but it was still cool.
Yeah, I would say you could watch this one. I think having only seen the first one, I think you
can.
could watch it.
You can
Yeah,
get away with
which
it.
is what you did.
Yeah.
It pretty much made sense to you. The
There's
whole movie.
probably
Right?
a good chunk of people I think that are in the same boat. Too,
Yeah.
that they didn't see either of the other ones. I might go back and watch the other two.
They're good. Definitely not as good as the original, obviously, but Reloaded is actually it's a good movie. Revolutions I'm more mixed on, but Reloaded was good.
Reloaded is 2.
Yeah,
I think I've seen. I was at my lovely uncle's parents' house in Florida, and I watched a good chunk of it. I remember.
Yeah, some of the action scenes are really great.
There was isn't there one part where there's like 100 Agent Smiths?
Yeah, there is.
I think that
that scene is cool as fuck.
I definitely saw that part.
Some of the CGI there is like very
PS2.
Yeah, PS2. I was gonna say prequel trilogy, but yeah, PS2, where it's like not early days of CGI, but like that early 2000s CGI,
Yeah.
where it's very noticeable now, like Spider-Man 2.
It's a bunch of Spider-Man 1.
Not Spider-Man 2. I meant like Spider-Man 1.
Yeah.
But it's a good movie. It's fun.
Yeah, it's alright.
Nothing can really top the original, but yeah. So Matrix Resurrections, okay movie.
Well, there was a lot of one thing I didn't like was there was a lot of like self-referential shit. I like some of it, but I feel like you have to pick a lane. I feel like you have to pick a lane between like I'm making a movie out of spite and also like I have another story to tell. Like you have to pick a lane.
Well, it's interesting you say that. I saw there was like a headline where it's like oh yeah, if Lana Wachowski didn't come back to make it, they were gonna make Matrix 4 anyways.
And they say that in the movie.
Yeah, and they actually do directly acknowledge that. But it was real though. What I'm saying is like, we're gonna make it with or without you. So in that way, I kind of like it. Where she was like, okay, well, I'll come back and make it then, but it's also gonna be kind of a fuck you.
Yeah.
So that I did like.
But I kind of, what I'm saying is, I guess, is I wish it was like, it was either a full-on fuck you, or make it earnestly.
Yes, I agree. That I do agree with.
Yeah.
Because that's what I liked in the first third, where we were kind of going that direction. But then once you get into the real world stuff like I'm talking about, it kind of just goes full original.
Like old school Matrix.
Yeah, So I definitely agree with what you're saying. It's like, pick your lane. Yeah.
But I think you can only get away with doing, like, I don't think you can get a full, like, fuck you movie past, like,
probably not.
past WB and shit like that.
They're already like, all right, after they had the scene where
like,
the new Smith acknowledges Warner Brothers ain't going ahead with this sequel trilogy or whatever. So they're like, all right, we'll let you keep that line in there.
He says, like, he literally says to Neo, who's at the time the Matrix developer.
Yeah,
It's like, yeah, we're like, our parent company Warner Brothers says they're going ahead with Matrix 4 with or without you.
Yeah, exactly.
And then he and then fucking Neo literally talks to his therapist about that interaction.
Yeah.
Which, like, that probably happened in real life.
Yes, I agree. Yeah.
Like, Lana Wachowski probably talked to her fucking therapist about that. I feel like that's probably real. Anyways, that kind of junk in there was interesting. But what do you got next for us?
Oh, obviously the next one is Spider-Man No Way Home. Like I said, that one before Matrix, but...
Go watch the last one.
Yeah, I'm going to say letterbox chronology. So yeah, those were all the movies we saw together. There's a few I saw, though, Dylan, that you did not.
What did you
Can I
see?
talk about those?
What did you see?
If you don't mind.
Oh, I don't mind.
Talk about those?
Well, I don't mind.
I saw Old. That was decent.
Oh, yeah, Old.
Kind of like Malignant. I don't hate M. Night Shyamalan. A lot of people really don't like him, but I've always given him credit because even if you don't like his movies, it's like Malignant, where it's like, this is a creator just doing whatever he wants.
And I literally brought up another...
Yeah. You did. That's funny, yeah.
They both kind of have that wave where they're, you know...
Yeah, both him and James Wan are interesting. That I think they both have enough pull where they can work in the studio system and just do whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah.
Which is cool. I like that. And they make kind of similar movies.
Yeah.
Not very, but like...
If someone
movies.
told me Malignant was M. Night Shyamalan, I would believe them.
Yeah, I might too, yeah.
It's like a little, like, more stylized than you might expect, but, like, I would believe them.
Yeah, I agree. So Old, for that reason, I enjoyed it, because I was like, yeah, it's not great, but you could tell, like, nobody was stopping this man. He just did whatever he wanted, and I always respect that. And, and also Alex Wolff is in that as well, so we talked about that. King. Yeah, the King, Alex Wolff. I saw The Green Knight. I really liked that movie a lot.
Oh, yeah, I meant to see that.
Yeah, it was a really good movie. Dev Patel was great in it.
It
was shot amazingly.
I meant to see Licorice Pizza and The Green Knight. Those are the two I missed out on this year.
Yeah, I was going to bring up Licorice Pizza soon. I would talk about it now. Licorice Pizza, that was my second favorite movie of the year. I just saw that recently. Was really good. I think you would like it a lot, Dylan.
Really?
Yeah, it takes place in the 70s. And it's just kind of like... The whole movie is like the misadventures, pretty much, of these two characters. It doesn't have like a very, like... I don't want to say coherent, but it's like there's kind of a lack of a plot. There's a lot of stuff going on in it. It's just kind of these two characters existing, if that makes sense. Just doing like what they do. And they have a very weird relationship with each other, but it feels real. It's like a will they, won't they type thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's kind of toxic.
Awesome.
It is, yeah, very awesome. I love toxic relationships. So, yeah, but it's weird. I've seen there's some controversy with this. He's 15 in the movie, and she's either 25 or 28 years old.
Wait, what?
Yeah, so there's some controversy around that. I'll let you see the movie and make up your own mind on it. But, I don't know, I liked it. It was like, I kind of like that style of movie. It reminds me of like Richard Linklater's movies, where it's kind of like, it's not really a hangout movie, but it's kind of in that lane, where it's like
slice of life.
You know what? Yeah, like slice of life. And I like, if it executed well, I like it a lot. And in this case, it was.
Nice.
All the acting was really great. First time acting for both of them.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Philip Seymour Hoffman's son, and then Alana Haim. and they were both great in it. Movie, I felt like there was some Peter Pan shit going on in it. I'll let you see the movie though before I go into all that. So yeah,
interesting.
Good movie. I really enjoyed it. I definitely think you should watch it. I think you would like it.
All right, well, guess what, Evan? I will definitely check that one out. You know one movie I saw that you didn't see?
Mm-hmm.
Godzilla vs. Kong.
Oh, I didn't see that. Anything
Right?
to say about that?
It?
No, I didn't.
Fuck
did
no,
not
I
see
have
it.
nothing to say about it.
Wasn't good?
But you were just like, oh, I have a movie you didn't see, so I had to say one too.
You didn't like it?
Not really. It was like, it was fine. Like, if you want to have a cool Millie Bobby Brown time,
yeah.
I don't know, it was whatever.
I also saw the final Evangelion rebuild movie that came out this year. I was very excited for that. For those of you who know, I'm a huge Evangelion fan. Yes, you can. Yeah.
Is that with the stupid looking one with the glasses?
Mari?
Yeah.
She's in all the rebuilds. Well, except the first one, but besides that, she's in the other 3 rebuilds.
I don't like her.
You haven't seen it. You haven't seen the show or the movie.
I'm just talking about the character design.
I like Mari.
I'm just talking about the character design.
Well, actually, I'm not crazy. If you watch him, well, we can talk about Mari some other time.
How much
she's
Ava,
okay.
How much Ava? Put it to me the answer in hours. How much Ava do I have to watch to be caught up?
Well, there's the show, End of Ava, and then the 4 rebuilds. It's not a lot, honestly, because the show's only 26 episodes.
5 movies in 1 season.
Yeah, pretty much. It's not a lot.
That's not very bad.
It's not a lot, no. But the original show and End of Ava are both amazing. The rebuilds I like not as much as the originals, but it's interesting. The last rebuild movie was 2021 was the year of meta sequels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spider-Man, Matrix,
Matrix, and Ava.
Is there anything else?
No, but that's 3, and
No,
that's a lot. 3 is a lot. Okay. Yeah.
3's a handful. You don't sleep on 3. 3's a lot.
Just the fact that there were 3 of these like big name franchises that had meta sequels. Just kind of interesting, I guess.
There probably is more.
There might be.
There probably is, because everything's like meta now, which I can't stand. Everything's Deadpool.
Yeah.
I can't stand that.
Kind of like it's like just openly kind of acknowledging what goes behind
different
it, I
behind
guess.
The scenes shit in your franchise and
like,
shit like that.
There's this scene during like the final battle in the new Ava movie where it's like they literally like break the 4th wall. Like they break through the wall and you see like the lights and like the cameras and shit.
Oh, literally.
Yeah. It's during the final battle. So yeah, like I said, another meta sequel, and then the ending is kind of a weird, not necessarily a fuck you to the fans. I mean, a lot of people always say Hideaki Anno after the ending of the show is always constantly like saying fuck you to the fans with the shit he does, which we can talk about, which I don't really agree with, but it's a subvert your expectation type shit, I guess I should say. But if you ever watch it, we can talk about it.
You know what?
But I did like it a lot. I don't know if it was my favorite of the rebuilds. Maybe it was really good. I liked it.
We'll have to do an Ava episode.
Yeah, we will.
That's one of my.
But I'd rather we talk about the just original series and End of Ava than the rebuilds. Huh? The rebuilds are a whole other thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So yeah, I saw that. That was great. And besides that, I think we saw everything else. Oh, French Dispatch, the new Wes Anderson movie. I liked it.
Oh, I meant to see that one too.
You saw it?
I meant to.
Oh, okay.
I meant to, Evan. Okay.
Timothy Chalamet was in it.
I neglected to see it.
I like Timothy Chalamet.
What's that movie everyone's talking about? Don't Look Up.
I did not see that, and I don't plan on it.
Rate it out of 10.
I didn't see it.
Rate it.
Probably like 4 out of 10. It's fucking Adam McKay directed it. He made Vice.
Yeah, he made Vice, and he made a bunch of other bullshit.
It's always this, like, his movies now are like, it's always like Hollywood sucking their own dick type shit, where it's like, yeah, we're so moral, we're better than you type. Having this star-studded cast of being like, oh, global warming is bad. You know what I mean? Like, shut up.
I heard it.
Like, he's always so on the nose, it's just stupid. And he's not funny. Go back to making your fucking Anchorman, your Step Brothers.
Okay.
Stop trying to be a serious filmmaker when you're just, like, you're a goofball.
Well,
okay?
you know what my friend recommended to me?
Was that too mean?
Yes, it was too mean. My friend recommended it to me, so I'm going to check it out anyway.
No, I might watch it. But it's like, we saw Vice, and I remember you got angry when we watched Vice.
I was pissed off.
Yeah, you were.
Vice is fucking terrible.
Was not great. I just went on that rant, but like, I didn't even really hate Vice, but it's like, I just don't like that direction Adam McKay is going in. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And that's one thing I genuinely hate. Like, that's what pissed me off so much about Vice is it feels like SNL. Like, it feels like... Not even like... It didn't even feel particularly...
He's a goofball.
It didn't even feel particularly cheap, but it's just like, haha, like, the other side is so evil. Isn't that funny?
Yeah.
Like, they're the bad guys. Like, you're a fucking toddler. That movie pisses me the fuck off. And I genuinely had an outburst in Vice. I don't remember exactly what I said, but...
It was at the end, I think.
Yeah, I was like, fucking end already! Or like something like that. I was mad.
Sam Rockwell was funny as George Bush, though.
I agree. No cap, I agree.
He was funny as
He
George
was good
Bush.
as George Bush. And so was, and Christian Bale was good.
Yeah, yeah.
But just, it's not their fault that the movie was bad.
Yeah, I agree. It's the filmmaker's
They were good
fault.
performances, though.
Yeah, yeah. That was what I enjoyed in it, the performances. But yeah, those were the movies we saw in 2021.
And also Vice.
And also Vice.
Okay, Evan, you want to move on to some talk about 2022 and what
yeah,
it might hold for us?
yeah, for sure.
Well, first of all, I want to ask you, Evan, is there anything else in 2021 that you had an epic time with? Is there any cool music releases or video games or...
God, I didn't even really play any video games this year. I haven't been...
I literally played like Breath of the Wild and Smash.
Neither of which came out in 2021.
They both came out 4 years ago.
I think the only like 2021 release I played was the Kingdom Hearts musical game.
Oh, really?
Just because I'm a big Kingdom Hearts fan.
I didn't even know you played that.
Yeah, Melody Memory. I did.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and I
Did you get the
it.
free? You got the.
Was
music?
it in 20? Actually, no. That might have been 2020.
No, it came out because I remember it was announced.
No, it definitely went 2020.
Well, it came out.
Yeah, it came out in 2020.
I remember it being announced, and then people were like, "Oh, is Sora in Smash?" And then Sora was in Smash later.
That was a big thing. That was a big thing this year. Yeah, Sora came out in Smash.
2021, that did happen.
Yeah, yeah.
That was epic as fuck.
No, Melody Memory definitely was last
and
year.
Smash is over.
And Smash is over. Yeah,
that's pretty sad.
Sad.
Yeah. I don't know.
But it's okay. We have Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl now.
We'll pick up the fucking pieces. God, that game sucks. I paid full price for it. I don't know if I mentioned this on here yet.
You have.
Me and Evan played it the one time, and then I deleted it off my Switch. It's gone.
I did not pay for it.
I paid for it full price. Thank God.
Thank God. And they went down in price like 2 weeks later.
That shovelware bullshit. That game is bad.
Yeah.
That game is bad.
That's not good.
Legitimately, like they have like a Nickelodeon like Mario Kart clone. That game is legit better than the Smash clone.
I'm not surprised.
It is.
I'm not.
I guess that's
surprised
easier
at
to
all.
make, but anywho.
But yeah, you want to talk about 2022 releases that we're looking forward to?
2022.
Can I start off with the big one that we're both very excited for?
Oh, the big one. I think I know where you're going with this. Thor: Love and Thunder.
Oh yes, totally. No, the Batman.
The Batman.
Very excited for the Batman. Love Matt Reeves. Love Batman.
So
all the actors in it are involved are very good.
Matt Reeves do the 8 movies.
Yeah, he did the.
He did the 8 movies, and he do Cloverfield.
Yes, and also
he didn't do Cloverfield
Let Me In.
Lane though, right?
No, that wasn't. That was Dan Trachtenberg, I think.
Oh.
But he did the original Cloverfield, which is an all-time favorite of mine. I really love that movie a lot. So he did that. He did the 2. He didn't do the first of the Planet Ape trilogy. He did the 2 other. Yeah. And Let Me In also, which is really good.
What is Let Me In?
It's a remake of Let the Right One In.
Oh.
We watched the ending together before, where with Chloe Grace Moritz, and remember she killed the bullies at the end.
We watched
in the
that
pool
together?
We watched the ending of it together.
She kills them in the pool?
Yeah, you remember?
No.
Oh. If
Let
you saw
the
it,
Right One In.
No, it's Let Me In. Let the Right One In is the original.
But what is Let the Right One In?
It's the vampire movie.
Vampire movie.
Yeah.
Oh, vampire movie.
Yeah, so I like Matt Reeves a lot, and
he has a good tradition with bat-like entities. So
he does. Yeah, he does.
Just kidding. That's stupid. But he's like a solid pick.
Yes, he is.
For the director.
He's really good, like, at making genre movies. So he's a great choice for it, because that's what he does. So yeah.
Yeah, like, I mean, this is stupid. This is genuinely stupid what I'm about to say. I want you to know that.
Just say it.
But he literally made like a monster movie and a vampire movie. Like, that's so badass. I don't know. Like that. I feel like you don't want a superhero guy for a Batman movie. You want someone else.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
Like and of course, like Sam Raimi, Spider-Man.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a horror guy doing Spider-Man. I feel like you want kind of the same deal with Batman.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So very excited for that movie.
Catwoman is hot as fuck.
Yeah, Zoe Kravitz seemed quite
Zoe
attractive.
Kravitz, that's her
She
name.
seemed quite attractive.
And what's his name?
Robert Pattinson.
Robert Pattinson, hot as fuck.
There are a lot of good-looking people in it.
Did you see that there was a post on Twitter and it had a picture of Robert Pattinson? Excuse you, Evan.
Sorry.
Excuse you.
Blame Letterboxd. Some ad.
Was it a Letterboxd ad?
It wasn't even the app. It was like because I'm on Letterboxd on the browser.
An advertisement, right?
Yeah.
Sorry. So there's a picture of Robert Pattinson in I think the most recent trailer where he's shirtless. And there was some Snyder kid on Twitter that was like, "Those are literally fucking CGI."
What is CGI? Like his abs or whatever.
And he didn't even really have abs. Like he just kind of looked built a little.
Yeah.
Bit. And also I think you saw, like I retweeted it or something. I think you saw it. Someone was like, "Why is Batman the same size as a goon?" And like someone quote tweeted. They were like, "Because he's the size of a man."
Yeah.
That's just stupid. Like, sorry, he's not wearing big styrofoam shoulders like Ben Affleck.
Yeah, seriously. Oh my
God, yeah, Ben Affleck looks like garbage.
He does.
I'm sorry, not personally attack Ben Affleck, but his.
Well, fuck him too.
The Ben Affleck costume though, the Batfleck costume.
No, it's trash. It's garbage. And we see those Snyder fanboys always being like,
"Oh, he's the perfect looking Batman."
Shut up.
Like that's the only thing you like about him, and it's still shit.
Yeah. Not good.
The sigh. But I like the new direction they're taking the Batman.
Me too.
Yeah.
And we both talked about it, the eye makeup. Yeah. Awesome.
Yes,
awesome.
Freaking sweet.
So yeah, very excited for that. Colin Farrell looks amazing at the Penguin. I'm excited for that. And what I'm really excited for, low-key what I'm most excited for, is Paul Dano at the Riddler.
Oh yeah.
Joe watched Prisoners last night, like I said.
He's in that?
He is.
Oh.
Paul Dano is really good at playing weirdos. He's really good at that. So after I watched it, I was like, yeah, I'm very excited to see him at the Riddler. And they've been keeping him kind of hidden in the trailers a bit.
They don't really show his face.
Yeah.
Like his bare face without the mask.
They just don't show too much of him at all, really. They've been showing Penguin more than they've been showing him.
The first trailer is fucking magical.
It was. I like the second one a lot.
The other two have been good, but the first trailer, I don't know if it's just because it's the first thing I saw, but just like the image and the sound of like the duct tape.
Yeah,
and, like the opening, and then like Batman like just somberly walking into the crime scene.
Yeah.
That trailer's fucking awesome.
I'm excited.
Yeah,
very excited for Batman.
Excited.
And we're not too far away. Only 2 months from now.
Evan, there was something that I mentioned that I was scared that they were going to do. May I mention it on here?
But you said it was spoilerish. I don't want to know.
It's not. It's nowhere near being confirmed to be in the movie.
I don't want to know. There's something I'm actually excited for. I don't care about spoiling them.
It was in Telltale Batman.
I don't even remember. That game with dog shit.
Alright. I'll leave it alone.
Is it about Joker?
No.
Okay.
Just so I don't leave our wonderful audience in the dark. Basically, there's certain influences that you can read that this movie is taking from the Batman, and I am fearful.
We'll see what happens. I trust Matt Reeves though.
I'm fearful.
I trust Matt Reeves.
You know what? I do too.
So, at the very least, I think it will be an enjoyable movie, even if it's not amazing. I think I will enjoy it.
Yeah.
No matter what, definitely.
Yeah. It'll be tough for me not to like that movie based on what I've seen.
So what else we got in
Thor: Love and
2022?
Thunder.
Oh God, I'm not excited. Yeah, we can get that out of the way. I'm not excited for that movie.
Do you want to just
all.
do the Marvel movies real quick?
Sure.
Okay, so Thor: Love and Thunder.
Not excited. Don't care. We talked about this in the MCU Ranked episode. I don't like Ragnarok. Right? No, it's my least favorite Thor movie.
I'm interested in it.
That's fair.
And of course,
I could see it possibly being better than Ragnarok.
Hold up. You telling me Christian Bale won't come back for the Flash, but he'll come for fucking Thor?
He isn't he?
Yeah, I think he is. And he's gonna be fucking terrible, I bet.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, it's probably not his fault, but
they're known for casting like good actors as villains and then
not using them.
Yeah. So.
What do you think about? Well, do you have anything to say about Thor? Really?
Not excited.
I'm interested to see what they'll do with Jane Foster. Even though in the comics I don't like Jane Foster as Thor, it's very stupid. Anyways,
I don't know anything about it.
Wakanda.
All I know is I'm not excited for that movie.
Wakanda Forever.
Not excited whatsoever. Okay, so we can talk about this. The production behind this movie has been an absolute shit show.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and not even just Chadwick dying, which is obviously that was a big blow to the movie. Now the chick who plays Shuri, who was supposed to take over, well, there's some controversy with her, with the whole COVID thing.
What did she say? Do you remember?
Well, she's like against the vaccine or whatever. We don't have to get into all that because now we're stepping into tricky territory as far as
Now we're stepping in to get banned from YouTube.
Yeah, exactly. So we don't have to talk too much about that, but
she says terrible things.
She said
she's canceled rightfully.
yeah. She's not in favor of the vaccine. I think she may have done some, not done some, like she didn't do anything like evil or anything. No, but like I think she was on set like, okay, I think it's one thing if you didn't want to get the vaccine, but she's like on set like
pulling
actively no, it wasn't on that. No, she wasn't like taking on. I think she was like openly like making people uncomfortable, like just like spouting out her beliefs or whatever. I think it was something like that. Which is like, I don't know. Just keep it to yourself. But
I'm not. If this was all a lie, just to get her to not be Black Panther, because that would be like the obvious thing to do, but they don't want to do that, so they're like, oh, let's just lie about her not liking the vaccine. And
that would be fucked up because you're like actively ruining her career.
I would like that.
You would like,
because I hate the idea of Shuri being Black Panther.
Well, she's in the MCU. She's just a terrible character. If she was cool, I wouldn't mind it, but she sucks.
Yeah, like in the comics, it's like whatever, do whatever you want. But in this, it's like she is so bad. But I like the idea of like Okoye or M'Baku.
Okoye would have been a much better choice. If you're going to do the female Black Panther, why didn't they choose her? Much better choice.
Because then you can also have a good like morning scene.
I actually do kind of like Okoye now that I'm thinking about it. She was cool in Black Panther.
Sweet.
Yeah, I liked her.
I like her. But you can have a much more meaningful like. Wait, is Okoye not the girlfriend, right? She's the guard.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
She's cool.
There would be like a good, and it's called like Wakanda Forever. Like you could tie that in like out of the respect for the country and shit like that.
Yeah.
I feel like that could be like pretty cool. But just have it be the Chanclas girl.
Yeah.
What are those?
Yeah, she said, what are those? That was terrible.
I thought you're the greatest scientist in the world. Why are your memes like 10 years old?
Yeah, the joke was so outdated. Oh.
God, that sucks.
But, so because, they say anyway, because of the whole COVID vaccine thing, she is no longer going to be, they had it set up for her to become the Black Panther. And now, apparently, that's not what's going to happen. Spoiler warning. Apparently what's going to happen is that M'Baku is going to become the Black Panther by the end. And of course, that's a whole nother weird thing. Because he doesn't worship the same god as them.
So true.
Yeah, so it's like he's not even supposed to become the Black Panther.
Yeah, he worship ape god.
That he does, right?
Yeah, his name's Man-Ape.
Yeah, yeah. And they worship the panther, right? Or whatever, the panther.
Yeah, they worship like a panther or something. Yeah.
Whatever it is. So that's weird, but I guess he's better than Shuri, but
I guess anyone can take the herb.
My choice, though.
So.
For who should have been the Black Panther.
Killmonger.
I'm gonna say.
Sorry to cut you.
Yeah. Well, we've talked about this before. Allegedly, Michael B. Jordan coming back and Killmonger in it. Also, we don't know in what shape or form. But if he's gonna come back to life, I would have rather just him become Black Panther. Honestly.
He's probably not going to come back to life. I imagine we're going to see him as a spirit.
In the afterlife, right?
Yeah.
I forgot what he called.
But if he's legit just, like, skin and bones going to come back, yeah.
He should have just been the Black Panther. Because Killmonger was my favorite part of the original Black Panther, but whatever.
He's pretty good.
But really, what they really should have done, it's just recast.
Yes.
That's what they should have done.
Easily. Did you see what his brother said?
Yeah, his brother agreed.
That's so stupid.
And here's the thing. This is the one thing where it's like...
So stupid, I'm sorry, that they wouldn't listen to the family.
No, yeah. He
wanted
said,
a job.
the brother himself said, though, like, yeah, Chadwick would have wanted them to recast. And it's like, I feel like you can probably take your brother's word for it. You know what I mean?
But at the same time, it would have been better if Chadwick, like... God rest his soul, of course. God rest Chadwick's soul.
Yeah.
But it would have been... If he really wanted that, like, put that out there publicly.
Yeah.
But I guess he didn't want to mention anything about his sickness. But
yeah, he didn't want it, which is understandable. I don't blame him for not going public with it. No. That's fine. Of course.
If it was in writing somewhere or something.
Yeah.
Because like
that'd be weird to leave in your will. If I die, recast me in Black Panther. God rest your soul, Chadwick.
God rest your soul. I know it feels wrong just like using him as a prop to talk about the MCU.
But this is one thing though. It's like
it's
interesting. I've seen a lot of fans actually agree with this, which is interesting. Yeah, a lot of fans are like, "Why didn't they just recast?"
It's not out of disrespect.
Yeah, it's not. It really is not.
No, it's just like we only had that character for like 1.5 movies.
Yeah.
So and it's fucking
more than that.
Like I'm not really speaking on the movie itself.
Infinity War, Endgame, Black Panther, and Civil War.
Yeah. But I mean, Infinity War is like nothing.
He was in Infinity War more than Endgame.
Well, both of those are like nothing.
Oh, you mean like nothing movies?
No. Infinity War's awesome.
It is, but I think...
But I'm saying all he really does is like provide the army and the setting.
Yeah. He really only has a big role in Civil War in his own movie.
Civil War is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, that character is so rich. Like, I'm not talking about the Black Panther movie necessarily.
Yeah.
But just the character in general is a very rich character, and it's a shame to just be like, well, fuck T'Challa.
And we talked about this too in the original Black Panther. It was sad because it wasn't really his movie. It was more of a Wakanda movie. Yeah. The first Black Panther.
It was.
So it's kind of sad. The only thing we'll really ever have of that character full on is Civil War.
Pretty much.
Yeah,
he was kind of always my favorite part of Civil War.
Yeah, that sucks.
He's fucking awesome in Civil War.
He was.
I don't know.
Yeah, so he had a lot of potential. And you still have potential with the character. They really should have just recast, but can't stop them, I guess.
What can you do?
At this point, nothing. They're already making the goddamn movie.
I got another Marvel movie for you.
Of course.
Spider-Verse 2.
Oh, I thought you were going to... Well, we can save that one, I guess. The one I was ready to really talk about. Spider-Verse 2, I'm excited for it. I don't have too much to say about it.
Teaser
I'm excited
was good.
for it. Yeah, it looks
You saw the teaser, right?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, the teaser looked good.
I'm excited for it. We've talked about this. Neither of us are as hot as everyone else on the original Spider-Verse.
It's pretty good.
But it's a good movie. It's a fun little kids movie.
Yeah. It's better than Boss Baby 2.
No, I like Boss Baby 2 more.
Better than Spider-Verse?
Yeah, I do like Boss Baby.
Evan?
Boss Baby 2 was epic.
Boss Baby 2... No, I'm not... Zero cap. Boss Baby 2 is good.
Yeah.
But Spider-Verse is better, I would say.
They're both good movies. I enjoyed them for what they were. I enjoyed them both for what they were.
But I definitely don't want to suck Spider-Verse's dick, though, because it's like...
It gets his dick sucked enough.
It gets a lot of credit.
Undeserved credit.
Reasons.
I'll be honest. Yes,
For the wrong reasons. It did not revolutionize superhero movies or animation. I'll say
and people act like it did both, which it did not. No.
Or even like it revolutionized movies in general.
No.
You're stupid.
And as far as Spider-Verse movies go, I'll be honest. It wasn't... Spider-Verse is a better movie than No Way Home, but personally, I liked No Way Home. Yeah, I enjoyed No Way Home more.
But I do give Spider-Verse some credit, because it is constructed, like, soundly.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It does have a sound that But I think recently we talked about Spider-Verse... It really is just, like, a typical superhero movie with, like, unique set dressing.
Yeah.
It's kind of... Yeah. And, there's not a whole lot of Hollywood movies that look like that, but it's not as unique of a look as people think it is.
No, definitely not. Yeah. I will give it credit, though. If Spider-Verse didn't happen, we probably wouldn't have gotten No Way Home.
Maybe not.
Yeah. It kind of felt like a response to people liking Spider-Verse a lot.
Yeah. It's interesting that happened, because Spider-Verse didn't make a ton of money.
No, it didn't, but it's beloved.
They could tell.
Yeah, it's beloved.
Because they won the Oscar.
Yeah, they won the best anime feature that year. I don't remember what the competition was, but it probably deserved to win.
It was probably like 3 Pixar movies or something.
Yeah, probably. So, it probably deserved to win.
Is there anything, Evan, can I ask you this, that you hope to see? Any particular Spider-Man that you hope to see in Spider-Verse?
Yeah, I remember he said he's not involved. No. I got my Toby fix. Yeah, I remember. He said there was a rumor he was going to be in it, but then he deconfirmed it. But
Josh Keaton?
No, not Josh Keaton.
He's a spectacular guy.
Yeah.
Yuri?
I don't know his name. No, not Yuri. That would be PS4 Spider-Man. That would be interesting. The PS4 Spider-Man suit was in Spider-Verse.
It was.
Yeah.
But didn't Yuri...
No, it's a voice actor for 90s.
That
the
guy.
anime series, yeah. That would be cool if he was in it. Yeah, it would be really cool. And he had his own Spider-Verse episode in that show.
Of course.
So
iconic.
Yeah.
As we all remember.
Yeah.
I love
so
that
would be interesting.
That's my favorite, like, aside from the standard Spider-Man costume, the Mark 1 spider armor with the silver, that's like my favorite costume.
Yeah,
It would be badass if like because of course he voices all those Spider-Men in that episode.
Yeah,
So he could come back as any of them.
Yeah, he definitely could. Yeah.
So it'd be cool if he was like the Mark 1 Spider-Man or something.
That would be cool.
And just because he deconfirmed it doesn't mean shit.
Yeah.
As we can tell from.
But the thing is though, he actually looked kind of like it wasn't on that Andrew Garfield. Like he looked like he was sad, and it's not like he's Andrew Garfield who's like this. Like A-list actor, you know what I mean? He's just like,
just some guy.
He's not even an A-list voice actor. He's just a dude, and he's like, yeah, I wish it was true, but I'm not doing it justice. Like he looked like he was genuinely sad about it. You know what I mean?
Damn, people wanted me for this.
You know what? Yeah, exactly.
Like,
yeah. So I'm like, oh, but who knows? They're still making it, so I'm sure he can be brought in at any time.
I would hope so.
Yeah, so
I actually
that'd be really cool. I'd like to see him.
It would be badass to have like I said, Yuri in there.
Yeah, that would be cool.
And I don't really give a shit like what Spider-Man they.
If they brought Spectacular Spider-Man, that would actually be cool too.
Is
yeah,
fucking badass.
That'd be cool.
And if Sony put in, okay, for those of you that don't know, Spectacular Spider-Man was a good Spider-Man cartoon that got canceled because Disney bought Spider-Man and their TV rights reverted back to Marvel.
Yeah.
So Marvel decided to cut ties with that show.
And they bought the rights for the animated stuff?
There's something that happened.
I don't know exactly how the deal worked, because obviously Sony still had the rights to all the movies.
I think they might have done...
I don't know how it works.
In exchange for the TV rights back, I think Marvel got like some merchandising rights, or Sony got some merchandising rights back. There was some type of deal around.
They had some, yeah. Once the MCU thing happened,
where Marvel and Disney got back the rights for the Spider-Man cartoons. Anyway, Spectacular Spider-Man as a result was canceled. So if they did in fact put Josh Keaton as that specific exact Spider-Man, that would be a huge nut swing move.
Yeah. Because it's almost kind of similar to what they did with Andrew in a way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah, because it's like I don't know.
Because it ended on a cliffhanger.
You think you're better than us? Look at these nuts. Look at my nuts hanging.
It ended on a cliffhanger, Spectacular Spider-Man. So.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. So
that's true.
Kind of similar to Andrew. So.
Like that as well, but just I'm saying like, but it is similar to Andrew in another sense of like, here's our Sony specific Spider-Man that you guys said was bad.
Yeah.
Well, fuck you.
Yeah, hopefully they don't bring in what is it, Marvel Spider-Man. Don't bring him
There's
in.
There's a 0% chance that's happening. No. I think Sony would need special permission to even do that.
Yeah, they would.
They would, because it's Disney.
Also, that show has their own Miles as well.
Oh, Jesus.
It does. Making Peter Parker and Miles the same age at the same time and be friends is very weird to me. I don't like that.
It's pointless.
Yeah.
It's like if Bucky was like just another Captain America and they were just operating together until like they die.
Yeah.
Like, what? Okay.
Yeah, it's weird.
I guess DC does do that a lot, actually. DC often has like a bunch of Robins at the same time and like a bunch. But I don't know, for Marvel, I guess it's like Spider-Man should be like the guy.
Yeah.
That's part of like why me and you don't like Spider-Verse as much, because he's supposed to be like the GOAT, like he's the guy.
Yeah.
I don't know. Why is there two?
They watered down with great power comes great responsibility thing a bit in Spider-Verse, which we've talked about. Maybe we'll do an episode one day, but not anytime soon, because we said we weren't going to talk about Spider-Man. We actually just said that, and we kind of had like a 10-minute discussion about Spider-Verse just now. So no more.
They always drag you back in.
But, of course, we did not talk about the one I've been waiting to talk about.
I know what you're going to mention.
Doctor Strange in the Multiverse
Secrets of Dumbledore.
Oh, yeah. Not Doctor Strange. Secrets of Dumbledore. Mads Mikkelsen replacing Johnny Depp. No, Doctor Strange.
That's a Doctor Strange connection right there.
Yeah, Mads Mikkelsen.
Matto Mikkelsen?
Yeah.
Okay, so Evan, why don't you lead us into Doctor Strange? What do you got to say?
Well, as some of you may know, the genius, the amazing Sam Raimi.
The illustrious.
Coming back to Marvel after 10 plus years and making Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness.
15 years.
Has it been that long?
15 years.
God damn, I guess it has
2007 to
2022. Yeah, god damn. Making Doctor Strange, but the thing about it this time is that he's working
for the mouse.
Under the MCU. Yeah. So
for the mouse.
I very conflicted. This is the most conflicted I've felt about a superhero movie in a while. I mean, for one that's not coming out yet. Like, for one... Well, No Way Home was kind of similar. But No Way Home is like... It was different, though, because I knew the creative force going behind No Way Home wasn't you know what I mean? I kind of knew what to expect.
It's a different, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
this is
definitely
this kind of a different ballgame where it's like I'm talking about like Sam Raimi himself. You know what
you're
I mean?
kind of for No Way Home. You're excited for the content potentially.
Yeah,
but you're excited for the creator for Doctor Strange.
yes,
Like,
exactly.
For Sam.
Yeah. So.
And Doctor Strange, notoriously, as you know, if you've seen our MCU ranked video, that's your least favorite MCU movie, Doctor Strange, right?
Well, it was until a certain movie came out this year. Yeah, but I like Doctor Strange in Infinity War. He went great in that.
Oh yeah, he was good.
And he was cool in No Way Home, as well.
The Russos really can kill the ensemble shit.
They really can.
That
yeah,
game is terrible.
You're not wrong. But still, with Infinity War and
Infinity War, like Doctor Strange was amazing, and Spider-Man and Black Panther were both awesome in Civil War.
Yeah,
that was dope.
So yeah, I'm very interested to see what happens in Multiverse of Madness, and also there's the aspect of Wanda potentially being a villain in it. There's the aspect
of Wong.
Wong is the Sorcerer Supreme, which I'm very excited to see what they do with that.
I think it might. They might keep it. I think. But we did have a little conversation.
Yeah. This isn't completely theorizing, but me and Dylan were talking about, like, maybe Wong might die in it.
Yeah, because
we don't know for sure anything.
In the first Doctor Strange, the Ancient One dies, and Doctor Strange becomes the Sorcerer Supreme.
Yeah.
And then Doctor Strange is presumed dead in Endgame, or in Infinity War. So Wong has made the Sorcerer Supreme. So it's like, how will Doctor Strange get that title back?
Yeah.
How will that happen? There's a pattern, there could be.
Yeah, and I'm interested, like I said, to see Wanda become the villain potentially. Well, I'm almost certain she can be the villain in it. There's a quick shot in the teaser where you see Wong like tied up, and you can see like on his wrist. Yeah, the red. Yeah.
Red binding Wong's.
Hopefully it's not. Hopefully that's not the scene where Wanda fucking murders Wong.
What if Wanda kills Wong? Oh my god.
It could happen. It really could happen.
My god.
But like, they finally have a chance to have a really cool villain.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I just hope they let Sam Raimi do what he wants. I know they're not going to, but like if this is like just a true Sam Raimi movie and it's Doctor Strange, it's a multiverse, Wanda's the villain, it has potential to be amazing.
It should
be amazing. It should be a knockout.
In a perfect world where Sony had the rights to Doctor Strange instead, this would be awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, not to give Sony too much credit, but they clearly... Oh, well, they ruined Spider-Man 3, etc.
Yeah.
But it just had to be Disney.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Because they're... Like, imagine the fucked up cool shit he could do if they...
Yeah, because, like, there's a lot of horror to draw from, and, of course, Sam Raimi's an expert in horror, so there's a lot to do with that. We've read leaks about Disney type stuff in it that really does not sound great involving the multiverse.
Well, and can I mention Grace Randolph for a moment?
Yeah.
So Grace Randolph doesn't have
a troubled production. Yeah, but go ahead. Yeah.
She doesn't have a 100% track record, but she has a decent track record.
Yeah.
And for Multiverse of Madness,
better than people give her credit for. I will say that.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. But she basically was saying that the reshoots are mostly fluff.
Is that good or bad?
Fluff as in not destroying the current movie. Like, not erasing the current movie. Like, she was saying that they're mostly just adding on cameos and things like that. And random different versions.
Yeah.
And that's something, like, I did want to see. I hope it doesn't, like, step on his toes too much.
Yeah.
But that is something I did want to see. Because we've only really gotten that just now in Spider-Man.
Yeah.
But I want to see, like, creative, like, original shit, too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, of course, I love seeing Toby and Andrew come back, but I'd also love to see, like, I don't know, like Norman Osborn and Iron Patriot, like
that'd be awesome.
Like something we'll never see.
Yeah.
Or
in the regular canon.
Yeah.
I'm hoping. I would love Sam and Toby to work together again.
That'd be fantastic.
Yeah, the status of that is still unknown, but
yeah,
really hope that does happen.
But
if he comes back as Spider-Man in it somehow.
So, you want to talk about the leaks a little more in depth or no?
Oh, sure.
Okay. Basically, there's an Illuminati.
Yeah.
So, and if you don't know, the Marvel's Illuminati is like a small group of superheroes that protect the Infinity Stones, basically. Mm-hmm. I think their role would be a little different here. I don't know exactly what it would be. But
yeah.
Not protecting the Infinity Stones necessarily.
I think they're protecting the multiverse.
Yeah, I think
that's
multiverse. Why is Professor X there? I don't know.
Yeah, okay, so that's the big thing. So apparently Patrick Stewart is coming back in Professor X so this would be the first X-Men.
And that's the only cool one we know about. Of the Illuminati. That's
the rest of the Illuminati... This is what I'm talking about before. The rest of the Illuminati does not sound cool or interesting or anything.
Yeah.
So it consists of Professor X, which is
epic.
Yeah, that's awesome. Patrick Stewart coming back that's fantastic. Balder the Brave,
which is Thor's brother.
Yeah.
Like not like a cool Loki brother. He's just blue Thor.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we can talk about what they're kind of doing with the team when I finish saying everybody. Monica Rambeau as Captain Marvel. Monica Rambeau has only been in a TV show so far. She didn't even get her like film appearance in the Marvels yet, and they're already doing this with her. Captain Carter, which what if sucked, so they're doing that.
Captain Carter.
Yeah, she couldn't be part of it.
Why does she belong on the Illuminati? Captain America's not even on the Illuminati.
Yeah. So that who else was it?
There's one more.
Oh,
right.
Sorcerer Supreme, Baron Mordo.
Baron Mordo.
Yeah, which I think we've actually seen him. We've seen him in the teaser already, so that's definitely real.
We've also seen him in the form of a Marvel Legends action figure.
Yeah. Okay. So that's definitely a real thing.
Yeah.
So basically, all the Illuminati is, with the exception of the cool one, Professor X. Everyone else is just an alternate version of an already existing MCU hero.
Of one that we don't like.
Yes.
Wait, right? Because it's Monica Rambeau.
It's just crappier versions of MCU heroes that we would have.
I like Peggy and Cap, but she doesn't belong in the Illuminati. Like Baron Mordo, a version of Baron Mordo, like, even though I don't want that, like, he kind of fits.
Well, because Doctor Strange is part of the Illuminati.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's...
He kind of fits. Like, a version of Captain Marvel... Sure. Even though...
But it's just like you have a really cool new character. Not that he's new, but like he's new to the MCU. And then the rest are just different versions of already existing heroes.
Yeah, and they're all like cheap what if.
Yes, exactly.
Versions.
Like we were talking about this, like Balder the Brave he's more similar to Professor X, and that's a new character, but we know all that they're gonna do with him. It's just he's gonna be alternate universe Thor pretty much.
He's blue Thor.
That's pretty much all they're gonna do with him. And in that way, he's like the rest of them. So yeah, it's like they're not doing anything cool with it really. I'm excited to see Professor X though.
All that feels very cheap.
Yeah.
But like we said, those were not add-ons. I think the rumor or like
no, those were definitely already part of the film.
And so what I was saying about Grace Randolph is that was the screening people saw where they were like, "There's not enough multiverse shit," so they didn't like it either.
Yeah. And that I almost certain is a Disney thing, not a Sam Raimi thing.
Those characters?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that was already in development before What If even came out. So it's not like Sam Raimi saw What If and was like, oh, you know what I mean?
Captain Carter!
Yeah, you know what I mean?
He saw WandaVision and said, ooh, Monica Rambeau!
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Those were like, no, Sam, you're doing this.
Yeah, they probably pitched it to them like that too. It's like, oh, there's certain fixed points in the script that we need you to go along with.
Exactly,
that we've already filmed.
So, yeah, there's already some of that.
I would be like...
But Doctor Strange looked cool as fuck, though, in the trailer. Like, he just looks awesome. Like, his beard and the hair and everything.
I guess. I didn't really pay attention.
Like, he's got, like, a dark-ass shaved beard. The gray in his hair is, like, accentuated. He looked cool. Yeah, so I'm like, that I'm excited. Like, he looked more comic booky.
Yeah.
I'm very excited for that.
And they added... You know what they added?
What did they?
You know... I don't have the figure. I'm stupid. The fucking... I looked up at my shelf like I had the figure. It's not out yet. There's a Doctor Strange, the classic Doctor Strange, where he has like it's a blue top kind of thing, and there's like a light blue insignia. You know what I'm talking about?
I think so.
They added that in Multiverse of Madness.
That's awesome.
Like he has the little, it's like a little bird shape or something.
I'm excited.
It's kind of epic.
So yeah, that's coming out.
When is Multiverse of Madness?
In May.
Oh. So we literally have fucking Morbius, Batman, Doctor Strange back to back to back.
Oh yeah, we didn't talk about Morbius. That's
There's
coming.
nothing to
yeah,
say.
not
it
exciting.
Looks like shit.
It does look like shit.
It looks like shit.
That's pretty much it for the superhero movies, though. I think.
Oh, dude, Lightyear.
I was actually gonna bring up Lightyear. Not excited for that.
No, it looks bad.
Yeah.
No, we even talked about this. There's that other Pixar movie.
Like, I forgot what it's called, but it looks better.
Furry Red Panda.
Yeah.
Or something.
It definitely is a furry movie, but.
Oh, that's not what I meant, but that's okay. Does Mario really come out next year?
Yeah, at the end of the next year, 2022.
Oh, we didn't even talk about the DC movies, Evan, but that's okay.
Well, me personally, I have no investment in those at all. I talked about Batman. That's about it for me.
Oh, come on.
But you want to talk about them? Yeah.
Black Adam is gonna be epic as fuck.
Yeah.
And there's literally
Sure.
you cannot tell me otherwise.
Yeah, Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
You're
awesome.
a hater. You're a freaking hater. No, I mean it's fucking cool. Black Adam.
I have nothing to say about
So
it.
I just want to mention for the podcast because Black Adam basically he's fighting the Justice Society, which is like the old version of the Justice League.
That is cool.
That's a really cool premise.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah. So it's just gonna be him beating the shit out of and Dr. Fate is.
I'm just saying Pierce Brosnan. That's cool. That is cool.
That's perfect.
Maybe I'll see it.
It's gonna be badass.
So yeah, that is coming. What else?
And of course,
what
the Flash film.
Is that actually this year?
It says 2022.
It's hard to believe after like years of delay.
It says 2022. I don't know if I believe that, but
yeah, that is coming.
So yeah, that is
also some interesting stuff going on in that movie. Yeah, apparently
we did. You want to talk about it?
Yeah, I guess so.
Basically, that film is going to like shit can the Batman and Superman from the Snyder universe.
Yeah, not surprising. A lot of people suspected that what could happen with Flash.
But also, allegedly, they're going to keep Wonder Woman and Aquaman.
Not surprising because those movies have been doing well.
I always kind of figured that's what they would do, but actually reading that that's what they're planning on doing is kind of crazy.
Yeah, poor Zach. He's just I personally don't care because I'm like I think it sucks, and his fans are like horrible people. So.
Yeah, I agree. His fans are shitty, but there was a certain point where I was happy for him. I was like, oh well, I'm glad he got the Snyder cut, etc., etc. But he said some very fucking stupid things.
No, I don't like Zack Snyder. So
he doesn't like Superman.
So why are you making Superman?
He doesn't really like Batman either. He said in my Batman movie, you know what I'm about to say.
Yeah.
In my Batman movie, Batman would get raped in prison. It would be so dark. Yeah, that's so like. It's like read the room.
Yeah, good old Zach.
You know what I mean?
Overly edgy for no reason. But like I said, we talked about this in a few episodes ago. Zach, I gave him some credit though because like after the whole Snyder cut thing, it seems like within superhero movies they're kind of going back to the whole okay, we should let creators do their thing.
Yeah.
And you can, give Zack Snyder some credit for that. For that, I'm like, thanks, Zach. I like that.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean I like your shit, bro.
No, and he's an idiot. He's definitely an idiot. Mario movie. What about Mario?
I'm excited for that.
I'm really excited.
I am excited for it. Despite the fact that Illumination is making it. But Nintendo's very selective about who they let work on their stuff.
Yeah.
So, of course, it would end up being something like Illumination making the Mario movie.
Yeah, it's like, you choose Panasonic to make your disc drive. And then
yes, exactly.
They always do some weird shit.
For those of you if you don't know, Illumination, they did like Minions, Despicable Me, Sing, The Grinch. What else? They did some Secret Life of Pets.
But
all the really cheap anime movies.
I do think their style could suit Mario, though.
Potentially.
Of course, you would want it to be like Pixar and like.
I don't even really want it to be Pixar.
I'm not saying okay. I don't mean literally Pixar, but you would want it to be Pixar-esque, like Odyssey.
Yeah.
Where it's like, oh, everything looks like cartoony but real and shit. But really, like, Illumination movies do kind of look like 3D World or some shit.
Yeah, I guess so.
You know what I mean? Like, of course, Odyssey is like a cut above, but it could be.
It's just their anime movies always feel very cheap.
Yeah, they do.
They're always like.
Even compared to like DreamWorks or whatever.
Like poop them out to make some money. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's very cheap.
I agree.
DreamWorks can be on point.
Yeah,
they have pushed out cheap shit before, but they can be on point. So yeah, that's coming.
Do the Mario.
I like Mario, so I'm excited, but it's we'll see what happens with that one.
Oh, we got a double feature. We got a double Illumination feature because Minions comes out as well.
Yeah, Minions Part 2. Rise of Gru. Where it's actually a Despicable Me movie, but they just wanted to rebrand it because Minions makes more money.
Oh, this is weird. Bob's Burgers movie is still coming out, I guess.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
That's been in the works for a long time.
Knives Out 2.
Is that really next year?
Yeah, this year, 2022.
Oh, yeah, sorry, yes.
Not excited for that. I don't think it really needs a sequel. We were talking about Knives Out earlier. We both enjoyed it. It's a bit corny, but we like it. But does it really need a sequel?
I like Daniel Craig.
Well, he's in the sequel, so maybe you'll like it. I
liked him specifically in it quite a bit. I want to see him in like a different environment, that character. So if that's what they
That is what it is, yeah. Okay. It's like just a new mystery.
I hope fucking Ana de fucking Armas. Is that, what's her name?
Ana de Armas, yeah.
Ana de Armas.
Yeah, she's not coming back.
Oh, come on.
Well, it's a completely different case in this.
She should be like his sidekick.
She should be his.
I want that.
Well, that's coming. Avatar 2.
Oh, God, yay.
Listen, neither of us are excited for that movie, and I don't care. But I think people are sleeping on how big that movie might be.
Honestly,
I think it's going to do well.
I think it's going to be on some, like...
People are sleeping on how much boomers loved Avatar, and they're going to come back in droves to see that sequel.
I don't know if they remember Avatar.
I'm telling... Okay.
I could be wrong.
Here's a personal example from my life. Okay. My dad loves fucking Avatar. My dad loves that movie.
Does he?
And I know he can be very excited for the sequel. Yeah, so...
He loves Avatar.
My dad loved Avatar.
Interesting.
Yes, that is interesting.
I guess I am very used to sitting in like the like 20-something echo chamber of like Spider-Man Twitter and shit like that.
Yeah.
Like, no one brings up Avatar.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
The normies are going to come out in droves for Avatar. Yeah.
That is what I thought, though, about Batman v Superman. I know it's not the same exact thing, but...
All I'm saying, don't sleep on James Cameron. That man knows how to make money.
You're right.
He pulled it off multiple times.
You're right.
So, don't sleep on him. And also, in that way, I kind of... It's like the M. Night Shyamalan thing we were talking about. Whereas, even if it's not great, you know James Cameron doing whatever the fuck he wants. So, I kind of respect that.
Fuck James Cameron.
No.
He was mean to Wonder Woman.
He was mean to Wonder Woman?
Yeah.
Who cares?
I do. I care. Capes and Tights cares.
Yeah, but he's a legend. Sorry, Terminator 2, bro.
He cool.
Avatar 2, though, yeah. Not excited for that.
We're supposed to be on Avatar 8 by now.
I know. It took forever for that sequel to come. What else is coming? Martin Scorsese's new movie. Very excited.
What's that one called? Zookeeper?
Yeah, Zookeeper 2. Killers of the Flower Moon. It's with DiCaprio.
Killers of the Flower Moon?
Yeah, DiCaprio's in it. De Niro.
I never heard of it.
It's a Western. I'm excited for that.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
You know what movie I like?
Yeah.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
That was a good movie.
I like that movie.
It was a good one.
I need to rewatch it.
Maybe I'll rewatch it as well.
That'd be badass. That movie's awesome.
Yeah, I think we talked all about all the superhero movies and all the big franchise stuff. As far as there's gonna be a bunch of stuff that sneaks up on us, of course, as always. Just like...
Such as Puss in Boots?
Yeah. No, I mean like non-franchise stuff. Not stuff that like people know about years in advance.
Something that's going to be
like,
good.
you know, like Oscar season type of shit.
Yeah, it's not like I knew Last Night in Soho I was going to enjoy. I didn't know that came out until like the year of.
Yeah, you know what I mean? The Northman is coming next year. Or this year. We keep saying next year.
What is that one again?
It's the one that Robert Eggers is making.
Who?
It's like... Is it a Viking movie? I don't even know if it's Viking. I saw the trailer. It looks really cool. Willem Dafoe is in it. Who else is in it?
Epically done.
Ethan Hawke. Anya Taylor-Joy is in it. Yeah, it looks interesting. I'm excited for it. Bjork is in it.
Ooh,
of course, the amazing Bjork.
Me and Evan are big Bjork fans.
Bjork is awesome.
Bjork, if you want to come on the pod, we got a hot blue Yeti for you.
Hell yeah, with your Icelandic accent. I'll understand every word.
Did you watch her fix her TV last night?
I've seen that video before. Yeah, I've seen that video.
That video is awesome.
Interesting. John Wick 4 got pushed a whole year. Got pushed all the way 2023.
They wanted to get that.
They make sure there's no COVID. COVID doesn't exist anymore, which is not even gonna happen. So like, don't expect that. COVID ain't going away.
But I was saying, get that Matrix 4 slime off the Keanu.
I think that's part of it.
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah, I think that's part of it. So yeah, those are just some of the big ones coming in 22. Don't have too much more to say.
Evan, are you excited for any other things coming out in 2022? Oh, I know one. Well, first of all, Smiling Friends. I'm excited for it. That was a good eye cross. You did, like, you actually did it. Did you know that? Evan just, like, put his eyes, like, apart. Like, not cross-eyed, but, like, the reverse.
Did I really?
Yes. Yes. I'm not joking.
I'll try and make a scary face.
It was scary.
Okay, thank you.
I'm excited for Smiling Friends, which comes out January, in about a week. And I'm also excited for Cape Crusader, the new Batman the Animated Series thing.
I might watch it.
On HBO Max. That's going to be badass.
I might watch it.
That's pretty much my life. That's all I got going for.
I don't know when the Dune show is coming, but I'm excited for
Dune
that.
show will be
Sister of
epic.
Dune. It's gonna be HBO Max. I really need to get HBO Max. Like,
HBO
soon.
Max, fucking like this, like the sex. You know, so.
I'm excited for that.
I'm excited for example, the Gotham show on HBO Max.
Well,
I'm just playing.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm just playing.
It's literally just another Gotham, right?
It's like Gotham, but like allegedly Matt Reeves is involved in it.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
They had to be like, yeah, Matt Reeves, like, people like your name as a creator, so like, just slap it on the TV show.
Well, I think mostly what it is like they know you're doing the movie.
Yeah.
So you're just gonna make the show.
It's set in the same universe, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. The Penguin show also is the thing they're doing too, right?
I think that was a rumor.
I thought it was real.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe. I think there was something. Someone at Warner Brothers said it was happening, and then fucking what's his name, Colin Farrell was like, I didn't know about that.
Oh, okay. So yeah, any more stuff to talk about for 2022?
Is there any amazing cool stuff coming out in 2022?
No, I don't know.
I'm excited for the toys. There's gonna be maybe a couple Lego Raimi superhero sets, Lego Raimi Spider-Man sets, and like Marvel Legend Doctor Strange.
Should we talk about
Epic.
our podcast in 2022?
Oh yes, let's do the 2022 January RNS Direct.
I think so. I guess that's a good way to end it off. Just talking about what we want to do with the channel for the rest of the year, or in the new year, I should say. I don't know. We both were talking about how we kind of want to switch it up. The thing we do most on the channel is movie reviews.
Yeah.
We kind of just try, not getting away from movie, but try, just more interesting creative stuff, I think. We have talked about this before. We both want to do kind of like the rewrites of certain movies.
Yes.
Or pitches.
Yes. So the big ones for those, I hope we do. Mm-hmm. I want to do Spider-Man 4.
Yeah, we want to do a Spider-Man 4 pitch. Spider-Man 4. Yeah,
But
we've had an idea for that for a while.
Yeah.
So we need to hop on that before someone else deals with creative juices.
But yeah, Spider-Man 4, rewrite for episode 9, which I think I would kill that.
Yeah.
That would be epic. But you probably, I don't know if you'd like what I had to say about it. But
we'll see. We'll
get there one day.
Yeah,
we'll get there one day. And we don't necessarily have to have the same idea. We could just talk about both our ideas.
Yeah.
We could do one together. I don't know. And then also, of course, Endgame.
Yeah. In the Endgame episode, we kind of talked about what we would prefer. I'd rather not retread that ground, honestly.
Maybe not do Endgame.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
I think I've made my peace with that movie. I don't want to come back to it.
Yeah.
Anything else that you really want to do with the channel?
Yeah, I also want to do a trivia episode.
Yes, we've been wanting to do that for a while now.
I'd really like to do a trivia episode.
Hopefully we can get our friend Andy to come up, do that with us.
Yeah.
I think it's something we both need to do, go harder on promoting it.
Yeah.
At the very least, hopefully within the next 6 months, hopefully we want to get to 100 subscribers.
Yeah.
It took us 6 months to get to 33.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard out here.
It is hard.
I do want to look into getting the podcast on different platforms, too.
Yeah, I agree.
That's something I also want to do this year.
Yeah. I want to get on Spotify. That'd be cool.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Cause
Apple Music pays really good.
Yeah, but we don't be getting plays.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. No, if we were ever to get any type of traction, I definitely would want to be in Apple Music.
Oh, for sure.
They have one of the best. What is it called? CPMs or whatever.
Sorry, more letterbox.
Oh, gee whiz. But yeah, if you're out there, you're listening, you're a creator, get your shit on Apple Music because they pay.
Yeah, they do.
It's like
and you know what else? Surprisingly, Tidal. Nobody talks about Tidal, but they pay well.
You know who else does?
Is it Amazon?
No, of course not. No. What's it called? Napster.
Yes, I saw that.
Napster has one of the best.
Yeah, I think we saw that same chart.
Same
it was
chart.
Yeah.
Who posted that?
I don't know.
It was.
But I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
Someone famous posted it. Yeah. Freaking sweet.
Yeah. So the ones that pay like shit are Spotify and YouTube.
Of course.
The most popular ones, the ones everyone gets.
YouTube is easily the worst.
It is. Yeah. They pay the shittiest. But in fairness, though, well, Spotify not necessarily behind a paid gate, but YouTube definitely is not whatsoever. Yeah. But I think with Spotify, at least most people who have Spotify usually have the premium version of it. You know what I mean?
It makes sense too because YouTube has the most volume of content. Of like any of it. Yeah. Period.
Definitely.
There's no barrier to entry for uploading YouTube video.
Yeah.
You just do it right now. And there's like a huge like server cost that they have to put up with.
Yeah.
And they don't even do that thing where they clean it up. I don't think they do that.
Oh, I'm not surprised.
Like I don't think they go back and like delete old videos. Like it's just
no, they don't. It's all there. Always. Yeah. They're too much.
Yeah.
So that's understandable, like you said.
But yeah, anyways, I guess we're about done.
Yeah.
Guess what, Evan? 2021 was a magical year, and 2022 will be just as magical.
Hopefully more magical.
I think, actually, that was all false. I hope 2022 is better. Yeah. My prospects for 2022, it's going to be a 10 out of 10 year, Evan.
I think so. I have a feeling this will be a good year.
It's going to be a wonderful
year. I'm excited. Yeah. And we're going to leave you off on that positive note. But before we go, of course, I do have my cool Dylan fact for the week. Cool Dylan fact number 1005634. Dylan has the original Superman logo tattooed on his arm.
Oh yeah, the first appearance.
Yeah, first appearance Superman.
I don't think that's the first time I've mentioned it on the podcast, is it?
I don't think you mentioned it before.
Oh. I don't make it a point to bring it up.
Yeah, I seriously need to start. Like, I know a lot of cool Dylan facts, but I always wait till the last minute to think of it, and I don't know it when I come on here.
Do you want me to give you one? After we stop recording, I'll give you one for next week.
No. I'm gonna start writing them down.
It's a good one.
But I already know the cool Dylan facts. The point is, I'm supposed to bring the cool Dylan facts.
I guarantee you forgot this.
Well, you save it. I want to, after I run out of cool Dylan facts, then you can tell me.
I'll tell you after we stop recording right now.
No, you can tell me after I write down every cool Dylan fact ever.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
You're not going to remember.
I'll remember.
No, you don't remember this. Okay, anyways, thank you very much for listening. That was a fun little episode.
It was.
And RNS is the greatest podcast ever made.
And don't forget to be kind.
What the hell?
Goodbye.